Hello everyone. Let's get this show on the road. How's it going? Getting everything ready. Also, my camera's not in the right spot because I moved it. But it's okay. Open this. Make sure it's muted. Make sure it's paused. And everything is good. How's it going, everybody? We're going for... what is that over there? Yes. We are going for... You can't see what I'm doing right now. Don't worry. We are going for... I always get confused with the uploads thing, upload rate. My upload rate is currently 5 kilobits per second. Everything seems to be in order. And let me just test the tearing. There is no tearing because everything is good. Thank you. Thank you very much, computer, for working properly. So today we're going for cheese. We are doing the bog dragons yet again, which is terrible. Also terrible is the state of this pop filter that you can see. You can see a little bit of it right here. That's basically a thing that allows me to do potato and not be like with the P's and actually say do this and without it sounding awful and terrible. But it's all nasty and very disgusting. I need to get a new one or just wash this one with a flamethrower. So what are we doing? We are killing bog dragons. 2 bog dragons and a stupid mage. The mage doesn't matter. The dragons are everything. Ads don't even matter at this point. It's all a matter of 2 stages to this battle. 2 principal objectives that we're gonna absolutely have to contend with. The first one is gonna be make sure the Selanumbra doesn't get hit, doesn't get killed, and has enough time to cast the sort of everyone gets everybody's best defenses, and that is absolutely crucial. That is absolutely necessary for this. I could get another Cypher, and my next plan, if today's stream doesn't, if the Aloth can't join us, or can't do what he's supposed to do, then that's gonna be that. I'm gonna switch Aloth out for the Grieving Mother. We still have quests that we need to do with her. I think the quest with Aloth has been completed. I'm gonna just look. He's not maximum level, unfortunately, which means that the Grieving Mother is also not maximum level. Actually, it's even lower than he is. So I'm not really sure how that works. Anyway, it doesn't matter for right now. He probably is gonna become maximum level after this. I can show you just exactly how much high level he is. So yeah, pretty decent, pretty decent. Now in regards to him, yeah, I don't really have any mission for him, I don't think. We talked to him last stream, and apparently there was a controversial reveal, basically, that Aloth has been, well, was slightly working for the Latin Key, but it was all in good faith, and of course the big point there was that he kept it away from me for a long time, and that's the whole point. It's like not about him working for the Latin Key or trying to find them to work with them or something like that, but more about keeping it from me. The Blade of the End, this is broken, so yeah. Okay, so let's go inside. We're also gonna do cheese. That is the very crux of the matter today. We're gonna go with cheese because otherwise... Yeah, so that's that. That's the gist. The thin and the thick, how you could say. So these dragons, there they are. The big one is the worst. It's also very hard to hit.
The Watcher of
And she says
I am Lengroth,
really
as
matter.
was my consul Hot's knowledge.
Let's
Better
just fight and be done with it. Bruno, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome on in. We're gonna try and cheese this. I'm not really sure. Oh boy, I'm not really sure if it is possible or not. I actually didn't check and see if I'm gonna go this way and see if it's possible to the aggro the guy. Somebody told me, I don't know who it was, I think it might have been, I don't remember who it was. Somebody told me that we took a long while to start combat. That might be good, actually. My idea is to send everyone over there with disengagings, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, we're already dying. Everything is good. It's all fine. No, okay. So, I have a second plan. Let's see. Off to a great start, as you can tell. Stream 54. That was last stream. That was the end of last stream. You didn't miss anything. You just missed my little spiel at the beginning. Basically, my welcome on in and recap of what is going on. And yeah, you've just now witnessed. Welcome, Harry. Welcome to the stream. You've just now witnessed my first basically game over right there. We could have gone on for like 15 more seconds, and that was gonna be that. Now, what I did notice now there is that we can go sneaking. And if we can sneak, because we see enemies, then...
The Watcher of Cat. I'm a little more surprised if I sent a scout. I am Lengroth, as was my predecessor. Better luck.
So the game is paused here, but we're not in combat. So I can sneak. The cheese is real, ladies and gentlemen. I count last stream as a victory because I killed everyone except for this big dragon over here, and I brought him down with mostly all of my team except for Durance, which was the problem. I brought him down to injured. So that was a victory in my book. I don't care what you say, that was fantastic. I had a lot of fun last stream. I got very upset that it didn't work. Now, this might not work, my little strategy over here.
Sir.
They are attacking me.
Certainly.
I'm sneaking. No, I'm not sneaking anymore.
Beyond seek.
Yeah. Selenombre is paralyzed. Petrified, actually. I'm gonna need to rely on the same strategy. I'm not. I have things. You're making plans for your birthday next week, and watching my stream is one of them. Well, I hope you have other things that are fun to do, but if that's fun to do, well, I definitely watch streams on my birthday and just sort of kick back and enjoy my time. I try to do that as often as possible. So what I'm gonna try to do now is off screen look for Bog Dragon's strategy, and this is off screen because this is on my streaming computer, which has been crashing lately. So that's lovely. That's very very incentivized, very nice thing, reassuring. That's the word that I was looking for. Go away, cell phone. Strategy, pillars. Let's go with pillars over here. Otherwise, the computer doesn't know what's going on. So this is game over already. I mean, Selenombre is right there. She's gonna be petrified right here. So I think my camera is weird, isn't it? Let's see. I think my camera is a little bit too bright. Why is that? Because Logitech doesn't know how to do software. That's why. Let's do this. Oh no, that's terrible. That's the game that's having an issue. Oh yeah, the game is maxed out because, yeah, Logitech doesn't know how to software. That's how. Good stuff. Okay. It used to be good. No, it's not anymore. Lengroth's. Let's go to the Pillars of Eternity. .gamepedia.com. Background, interactions, quests. Ooh, promotional. No, don't do promotional content. What's that supposed to be? Don't shut up. Wait a minute, that's my stream. No, stop. Just watching my stream on multiple occasions. So the problem here is that I can't get these guys off my tail. The original Lengroth thought of something ConsoleHot did not. Yes, he realized, of course, this Lengroth is a different one. Lengroth apparently seems to be a title. We talked to her already. But unfortunately, there is no actual strategy in this. Giant Dragon's Lairs. What is that supposed to be? Oh, that's the one. I see somebody over here. Oh no, that's a video. It's fine. What do you have? Okay, so they start off. Ooh, they start off over there. That's not right. Oh, they separate. That's an interesting one. So they send somebody to get killed. that it? I have no idea how this strategy is gonna go. I don't like videos for walkthroughs. I mean, that's why I do Let's Plays. It's kind of crazy that nobody gives me a strategy. Isn't it? Added dragon in 2.0 is ridiculous. Yes, it is. Everything is ridiculous in 2.0 and 3.0. 3.0 is the current version of the mod. Trapabar, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Dragons again, the same dragons. And I've died once, and this one is going the same way because look at where my mouse is over here. Selenumbra is petrified, and what I'm trying to do right now... How to kill Langrath. That's exact... I played on normal difficulty. There's not going to be any strategy. What I want to know is how to cheese this battle, because apparently it's possible to de-aggro one of the dragons, and I don't know how to do that. Somebody said that it was possible last stream, and I have just no idea how that is achievable. Can I please click on the buttons? Thank you. Okay, so this doesn't work. Let's try a different idea. So we know that Selenumbra is being attacked. Sneaking doesn't work. Because, of course not. They're, of course, scripted to attack me, rather than just engage normal AI. Freaking scripting. It should be forbidden. You should... Entities that have AI never script. Forbidden by law. Also, a game that has combat, always turn-based. That's just that. Because last stream, I would have won if it were turn-based. Actually, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have... I did a good job. I would have done it a lot faster, mind you. I would have done it. I would have done it faster.
The Watcher of Cadnoa.
But I would have done the same thing. I did a good job.
I am Lengrod. As well
in making sure.
Better luck.
Nothing terrible happened. Ben Perez, Smokeberg, welcome to the stream. How's it going? What is up? Nothing is up right now. Well, the stream is up basically. But let's hope that many ups will be up later on. You were working Battletech. Battletech is such an amazing fun game. It is so fun. It's a shame that the pacing is slow. But, you know, that's why I complete all the Let's Plays. And I'm not like, oh, nobody's watching. Because people seem to be as excited as normal about Battletech as my other Let's Plays. But I thought you would gather a little bit more because it's a new game. I don't think my viewers just really care for new games. They just care for good games. And that's fair. And Battletech is new, so it hasn't had a chance to prove itself. And to be honest, there's a few quirks and stuff, but it's a lot of fun. That game is a lot of fun. Okay, so the idea here, sneaking doesn't work, basically. Put it simply, sneaking doesn't work. So I'm gonna fall back with everyone, and I'm just gonna tank. No dragon is gonna de-aggro. Because I tried sneaking before. That was my strategy before. Combat start on Selenumbra, because of course it is. Freaking scripted. See? See. See. And then here they come. And that's good. Okay. Deactivate AI. Make the game slow. Let's go ahead and add some buffs. Start with the buffs. I'm also thinking that Hiravius might not be the best choice at all. He's not a very good character, to be honest. Hiccups and stuff. So let's go ahead and give you... Oh, yeah. Protection against petrified... Oh, terrified and frightened. This is absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial. I'm also gonna need cautious attack, I would say, for extra deflection and minus attack speed. Definitely. So I'm gonna need to wait a little bit until I can change his modal. We don't have any buffs over here. We do have some nice things over here, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna give you accuracy, and then I'm gonna do a blessing right after this. And as long as he gets accuracy, we might be able to use him to stop the dragons. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Hiravius for AoE spells and just killing the ads. That he's very good at. And then everything else, we'll see how that goes. Then hopefully one of the dragons also the aggros. I don't think they are. I mean, they seem very... Specifically, this one is the one that I think might the aggro. I am a masochist. I mean, I'm playing this game on maximum difficulty. Okay, but this stream is going to be much like the last one. So if you caught the last one, don't feel bad if you don't want to catch this one. Unless you really enjoyed the last one. It's going to be exhausting for me. So, yeah. Prayer Against Fear has been cast. Okay, that means I will cast extra accuracy. That's damage reduction. That's accuracy right there. We also have Might, melee, ranged accuracy, but that's for combat in particular. I don't really need that. I need this one over here, and we'll see how that goes. Also, having maybe summons could work, sending summons up into the enemy and just having the enemy attack the summons instead of me. I doubt that is going to work, but it could work. It's a possibility. So... That's accuracy. Durance to finish his ability. Apparently there's things going on. So, Prayer Against Fear. Yeah, let's Durance. Yeah, Aloth finished his ability as well, so he now has accuracy, which is great because he doesn't have that much. How much more could he have? For level, he's level 15, so he's getting 3 per level? Maybe? So 14... Yeah, I think it is 0 at level 1. So he's effectively 14 levels, so that's 3 per level, right? Yeah, right. So he'd get +3 on accuracy if he leveled up. That's the only thing that really would bring it up. I already gave him +5 perception, which hopefully will work, but I'm not really sure. It looks fancy though, doesn't he? Okay, so next up, I could do a wall of many colors. This might actually work. We have other things over here. Specifically, I mean, wall of many colors. This thing doesn't actually have all the... How long does this last? 12 seconds. That's not very good. But if I cast it, look at this beautiful thing. So maybe I should wait or something. Look at this beautiful thing. This thing actually might work for... Excuse me. It might work for us right now. I just don't know how fast that is to be cast. Range, speed, average. So he's currently... Aloth is currently done with his casting. So if I start casting that, he's gonna cast it immediately. Which means I need to make him stop and wait until I see at least one person. And when I see somebody, I might be able to turn these guys... We'll see how that goes. What is Lengrath doing over here? She's casting... She's going for some... I think that is the lightning, chain lightning. She's pretty nasty. I got some abilities for that. Specifically this weather, the storm over here. So maybe I should probably go with that. Let's go with that. Weather the storm is something I didn't cast last stream. And that might have been a terrible idea. Mempigra Curse. That's a thing that he can turn into a Mempigra if I want to. Which is interesting. Then we have Deletria's attack speed is increased. That's on himself, though. Maybe I should cast that. I don't know if that's... Caster draws upon his or her life force to gain an increase in attack speed and movement while... But does it apply to casting spells as well? I don't think so. I don't think so. We are sadist as well because you like to watch it. That's a good point. Okay. Whoa. Let's see what happens here. So, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I see movement. Okay, that is... Ooh, movement is very far away. We have Aloth waiting. And that's... I think that's the cast. I think that's the cast. I don't know who that is. It very well might be a dragon. So the cast is coming out. Now, this blessing hopefully gets released before he finishes his cast. He's starting it. Let's see, where is Durance? Durance is currently casting it. That was not him saying things. Hiravius weather the storm. Okay, that's gonna be good for us to defend against the lightning's chain. That was too late. Maybe it wasn't actually, because the wall is gonna come over here, but we have already a dragon coming up. Lovely, isn't it? I'm gonna change your modal to cautious attack for extra deflection. It's always good, because that also... I think he's the one that has the most deflection. One thing we're definitely gonna need to be on the lookout is for whoever has the ranged things. We have a ball called Apprentice. This might work very well. This might work very badly as well. We'll see. What else should I be on the lookout for? Buffs are everything in this battle for sure. But the problem is we are gonna get the Dragon Breath, so we definitely need stuff like... I don't know if it's Fortitude that he attacks with, but he probably is Reflex, because that's just sort of AoE attacks. So that's gonna be very, very important. Bog Cultist is casting form of the Helpless Beast. That's the thing that they've cast. I also have that ability, which might be very, very good. Unfortunately, Durance hasn't cast this thing yet. Okay, let's see. I don't know who is casting that on. It is on Ether. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. I can also cast the Scarab over there while we are at it. And the reason for that is because he's probably going to turn into a pig. That's the form of the Helpless Beast. Hey, Young, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I have died twice already. Let's go. Also need to pay attention here to Selanumbra can already attack. Cannot attack that guy, but Sweet Chance, don't know. Pelagina is waiting. Who's this guy attacking? Ether. Lovely. What is he doing? Don't know what that is. That probably is a terrible idea, a terrible thing. You are watching PoE while playing PoE. Makes sense. Make sure you don't get confused, though. The Helpless Beast form makes you very fast. No, it doesn't. That's lies, Bruno. I saw that. It makes you very slow. Well, not very slow, but pretty slow. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe it does make you faster. But they always cast it on the there, and he's still slower than everybody else because he has a thing that makes him slower. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, I'll be able to just land that first shot. I doubt I will. Let's see what her accuracy is right now. 97. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You know, it could be better because there's some classes that have plus 15 on, you know, on opposed to that. I think there are classes that are plus 40. Hers is plus 25. That's just really a baseline. It's not really a plus. It's more of a minus, really. Okay, the auto pause there making me a little bit worried. He Ravish finished his ability. The Bog Cultist has already cast his Helpless Beast, or he's casting it. The Ravish has activated Ray of Pain, which is a thing that he has because of reasons. What about this one? This is against Shock, Burn, Slash, and a bunch of other nice stuff. Let's go ahead and do that over there. Then we have Fear Aura Grazing. We are immune to that, though, so I'm not really sure what this Fear Aura is applying to, or who it's applying to, or whom it's applying to. We have this guy grazes Ether, which means that... no, wait a minute, because it means... Ether is still up. So this grazed. It applied additional effects, though. Oh, maybe because that ability... I'm not really sure how that works, because he's still up. No? I think he's transforming. I think he's done. That was a graze, though, so that's nice. 6.7 seconds of peak time. Poception, yeah. Poeception. I can't read words. Your team is level 4, can beat your team. No. Your team is level 4, couldn't beat Selanumbra. The difference is tremendous. And Selanumbra is the weakest. Actually, maybe you could beat her. Maybe you could beat her. She would get you all stuck, though. She has some pretty amazing things. The first thing she would do, like, her deflection, now I have buffs, but her deflection alone is better than your best tank. And that's because of all the extra level. So it is, Selanumbra would be the easiest of these to beat, I would say. Maybe there. Depends on who you have. It depends on who you have, definitely. Although you told me what your team was. So, yeah, your team wouldn't beat Selanumbra. You'd need something that you'd just kill her. You need something to attack her, like a lot of fighters, and then you'd probably kill her, overwhelm her or something. Rangers would be good against her, because you just send your animals and she's done. She can try paralyzing them all. She doesn't have much. She has some stuff, like Amplified Wave alone is gonna... But she needs to land a shot first, which shouldn't be hard at all, actually. But this thing does full AoE, 46 to 55 damage. That's probably half your health right there, and then there's prone, and then there's more coming. And I have summons, including Console Hot. So yeah. And Selanumbra could have. That's right. That's a good point, Bruno. That's a good point. Salanumbra could turn them all. Just basically, oh, you come here. All I need to do is just start off with Whisper of Treason for everyone, and just 4 of them would apply, because this is a fast cast. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Blessing has been cast, which is pretty good. And now, because we have things that are gonna disappear, Weather the Storm in particular, maybe I want. I don't know what suppresses what. But I don't want to cast this thing here. This lasts for a while. I don't want to cast it though. Let's see what we have. Friendly, Shining Beacon, all defenses on foe AoE. That's nice. For how long? How long does that last? For 12.6 seconds. For 2 seconds. That is the worst. It's not nice. It's the worst. Devotion of the Faithful. I guess I could cast this and just increase our... It's not too bad. What about this one over here? Damage reduction. That's just general damage reduction, so that's pretty decent. Let's go with that. And then we're gonna do Salvation of Time, because that is absolutely crucial. Unfortunately, Aloth should have cast his wall pretty soon. I think he might have actually. No, this guy. Okay. So we have Aloth casting his wall. Iravius, who grazed Ganoforekoros with additional effects with his Ray of Pain. So that's nice. Grazed that did already damage. 34% chance to hit on Durance. That is, or by Durance, that is pretty decent. Which means Salanumbra landed her hit. Indeed she did. That was actually, grazed for 32 priest damage. A graze, my god. Against a dragon, mind you. So that's pretty good. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try and paralyze it. Is that gonna be possible? Probably not. I mean, he's definitely capable of being paralyzed. But I don't trust that is gonna work. So what can I do to maximize my chances? Wild Leech. 10 points stolen from a random attribute. Accuracy versus will. I don't know what its will is, so that's just a plus 10. It's not very good. I need a plus 50. Something that is amazing. Allied target for that's nice, actually. Pain block. There's many good things that I have. Many good things. Borrowed Instinct. Plus 10. Need more. Doesn't increase perception. It does decrease the target's perception. But that's too much of an investment. I'd rather just cast this, because this is plus 10 anyway. So... And a blinded is definitely going to work. I don't know what the dragon is doing. Oh, I know what the dragon is doing. Breath. Which means... paralysis is my best bet. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm pretty sure it's not. But if we can keep him paralyzed, that is gonna be good. 87 deflection. That's pretty good, actually. That's very good. That's very good. I know. It's pausing the game does things. Okay, so Eldritch Aim. He already has Eldritch Aim. That's one thing that I want the Salvation of Time for. Is for Eldritch Aim, so he can land his shots, because he's gonna be pretty important. There, and I'm just gonna go with a max level thing over here. We have Aloth's Duplicate. What does it do? Aloth's Duplicate is in his advanced version of an Essential Phantom, creating an independent copy of the wizard that can cast a small set of low-level spells, and it tells me what it is. Archward's Delay of Motion, Necrotic Lance, and Minaretta Minor Missiles. Due to the advanced nature of the spell, the copy of Phantom is more durable than Essential Phantom. So that is interesting, but not for right now, I would say. This is raw damage, which is pretty nice on a plus 10 accuracy. And a burn. How likely is that to hit? It doesn't tell me. Why is it? It's because it's against will. That's right. I need to tell what the will is of this dragon. Platonis, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, the accuracy is always going to be a problem on main guys. Or no, it's not always going to be a problem. It's just going to be a problem in general. Petrified, foe AoE, accuracy plus 10. The problem is, if I can land it, Aloth definitely can't. Aloth has an 85, and I have an 102, so I'm much more likely to land that hit. So I need something else. Paralyzed, what is that? Our foe AoE, dazed and sickened and paralyzed. That's just amazing. Arcane Deflection, Spell Deflection, but that doesn't work against breath effects. Form of the Helpless Beast, that'd be good. But I don't know. Let's wait a little bit until I can see chances. to hit. Freeze damage, and if successful, paralyzed on an AoE. That is really nice, and I could cast that. 22% chance to hit. That's pretty decent. That is pretty decent. I don't have a lot of things. I don't have a lot of things that I can do here. Foe AoE confused. Foe AoE blinded for a long time. I'm gonna try and do that. Although that might be a little bit of a waste. That's the problem. Oh, Curse of the Blackened. I can do that. It's a pretty nice song. Blackened. Okay, let's go with it. And see if that works. Which probably isn't. Yeah, Perception 5, you're probably almost legally blind. Disciples. Oh, Disciples. A marathon of Disciples is gonna... You're gonna die. Because that game is enormous. It is enormous. Okay, so we have... we can have Pallegina casting a summon instead. Maybe put the summon over there. Because we have a pig for an Adair. Let's see what I can do. Okay, we have a summon. And I can send the summon back there. I think this... I'm not really sure what happened to the other dragon. So let's attack this dragon and see... Oh no, this thing can do this. It's much better. Oh, the other dragon is coming. Here I have his cast Woodskin. That's really nice. And his Ray of Pain is still doing things. Missing though, but sure. Pallegina activates that. Adrobeat, that was a fast cast. Adrobeetle joined the party. Langrath's Delariat is Alacrity. That's for... She's doing that to somebody. I'm not really sure who that is, but it doesn't matter. And then we have Durance over here with a Piggy. Okay, somebody said that we needed a pig. Foe Beam. Somebody said we'd need a pig though to as a companion. Well, there it is. A Foe Beam. If I could get the Adrobeetle back there, this thing is gonna help us a lot. This wall, and if we could keep this guy basically killed, that'd be good. But his breath is coming. His breath is coming, and his breath gets activated. It doesn't matter if you paralyze him after that. We've seen that happen before. He doesn't care. Okay. He's coming with that. We do have some protection, some damage resistance against all the things, but the damage is so great. Wall of Many Colors. Green. We got a hit on an Indigo on Tursilitus. What did that actually accomplish? Not really sure. But it's the many colors that are hitting this thing. I don't know what that does. I guess we could find out. Let's see. So I go in here, and an Indigo. Oh, casts Dominated. He's immune to that. Yeah. Hit something else. He's not immune to Charmed. Hit Charmed. Do you have Charmed on that? Dominated. No. Petrified. He's immune to Petrified. He's immune. Okay, that's not for him though. That's for these suckers. That wall. So we are gonna have two dragons. I have no doubt about that. Pallegina can't really do much, and we're still waiting for Adair to get out of his form, and we're now taking damage. Surprisingly little damage. That's coming from the small dragon though, so yeah. And he's activating another breath attack. So lovely, just multiple breath attacks. As long as we don't get knocked prone or anything, should be good. Selanumbra activates Instill Doubt automatically, might add. He Ravished finished his ability. That's pretty good, which means that now he can cast some really, really dangerous abilities like his Twin Stones. No, not really. I'm gonna go with Plague of Insects, because this does damage over time, and it is very far-reaching, so I can just cast it like very far into the enemies and do good things about that. 3 without your gear. You really went min-max on that, didn't you? That is not a good idea. You can change it later, but that's not a good idea. I don't feel what I can see. Well, that's not necessarily the case. I think there's been plenty of horror movies made about that. I'm very surprised, though, that the damage we've taken was so little from the... Oh, no, I'm not surprised anymore. That wasn't the breath. That damage was from what Langrath cast, or whoever. They sent a big ball our way. The breath is coming. You can see the breath over here. And I hope it's from this dragon, even though... No, it's from this dragon. You can see it's coming from this is the other dragon. He's kind of farther away, even though his head is much closer. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Okay, we have a lot of things that are working here. So we have Fear Aura, hitting things and specifically frightening the Adra Beetle. The Adra Beetle is still casting its spell. That's going to be good. Hopefully. I don't really see a problem here. I think she dodged that like a pro. That's why we need the... No, wait a minute. I'm doing it wrong. I need to attack the dragon as soon as I can. Because otherwise I'm not... I need the buff. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm doing it wrong. I shouldn't be casting what I'm casting. I think it's too late now. We'll see. We'll see. Because if I paralyze the dragon, that's going to be good things. I don't think it's going to land, but whatever. So Pallegina triggered immunity, which means she's immune for a little while, which is really nice. And we got a heal. I think that was the Silver Tide. Because it probably critted somebody. The breath did crit 2 people, but it doesn't say who. It took the Wall of Many Colors yellow. Grazes to Resifus for shock damage, very little. And I can't wait until that thing comes. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise that... this is looking very bad. The Wall of Many Colors is not looking very good here. We'll see. We'll see how things go. One thing I'm gonna need you to do is the healing chain, specifically on him. And if you can sort of do that, that's gonna be good, because we're gonna need that. How much damage did you take? Roughly 200, and he's got healed for 70. Yeah, that makes sense. And it is... Oh, we got a dragon paralyzed because of the Wall of Many Colors. Which is really good. Because it means I can attack him. It means we all can attack him. It means Iravius might even be able to land his thing. But we'll see. We'll see. First, the buffs. And as long as we have the buffs, everything is going to be good. Am I slowly going bald? Yes. Yes, I am. It is, I don't know if it's called receding hairline or not, but I am. I am planning on shaving my head when things just go bad. Shield or big stick? Big stick. Let's see how things go. So the breath is not coming again. The dragon breath is not coming again too soon. We got 26 hit with Celanumbra's Silvertide. We are grazing. Oh, we're doing. Oh, he stopped right on top of the wall, so we might be getting other things. They're interrupting Adra Beetle. That's nasty. Pallegina activates Virtuous Defense. That doesn't really matter. All the Many Colors. Green misses. Activated Healing Chain. That is very important. Petrified Azorip Forager, which really doesn't matter, but that's always nice. It's a very nice protection, a very nice buff, or buff protection. I don't think I landed the... This guy is blinded though, so that's really nice. So what is the hit chance? Let's shoot this guy instead. And you are still casting your thing. Oh, that's because he just cast it, I think. That's why he's blinded. Aloth activates Holy Meditation, really important. Pallegina. Let's see. So we got the Healing Chain. Activate Vigorous Defense, Armor of Faith for Durance. And we got, excuse the burp, Holy Meditation. 6 hit for that. He's casting Holy Meditation. Is this thing? No. Aloth cast Holy Meditation? Apparently. Not really sure how that worked. Okay, let's just go with it. Back. Okay. Let's see. This is indeed what Platonis is. Oh, what Platonis is. What Pillars of Eternity is when you try to kill dragons. Especially 2 dragons and you don't know how to cheese the battle. Are we still a pig in here? We are still a pig for 1.4 seconds. Pallegina finished her ability, which means we have a heal going around our team for the moment, which is pretty good. The Adra Beetle is actually doing a very good job there. Aloth finished his ability, which means he tried to blind this thing, and that was indeed what happened over there. So we know that the Wall of Many Colors is a very, very good ability. This one also does... It's also pretty good, because this thing does Weakened, Hobbled, and a bunch of other things, which is also very, very good. But we have other things, like, for example, Slicken, that sets a prone, and these guys have resistance to prone, which is a big, big problem. But it could work. Like, for example, if I did that, that's 40% chance to do that. That's not too bad. And setting these guys to prone would be quite something. So I might want to do that, specifically now that they are all... sort of, like, this guy's blinded, that guy's paralyzed, so that could work very well. I'm not really sure what the hit chance is there because of paralyzation. Don't really know how that works. But we have a Plague of Insects coming, so that is a good opportunity here to do some damage on these guys, specifically on the dragons, but we'll see how that goes. The Wall of Many Color for Violet crits up on a Paralyzed for a Zarb Forager. Those guys don't really matter. We have one miss on the Plague of Insects, and I wonder who that was. That was the dragon. This dragon over here, which is not that great because that's the one that I want to kill. And we have a Graze over here, and then we have a lot of damage on everybody else, I would imagine. That was a Graze as well. How many Grazes? We got 3 hits and 3 Grazes. That's a hit. That is a Graze. Okay, so that's fine with me. Durance finished his ability as well, which is really nice. And now he can do Salvation of Time. That is going to be very, very important. Because this thing is going to protect us from losing, or protect Aloth from losing his Eldritch Aim. I hope, anyway. Because that is not looking very good. On the... I just don't know how long it's going to take for Salvation of Time to be cast. So that is a problem, because Durance is after it's is doing his turn, and Salvation of Time is an average speed thing. So we're probably going to need to cast Eldritch Aim once again, and I don't have it. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's going to come soon enough, though. So I will just sort of cast Eldritch Aim instead of the Sleek. Because that's going to be a sacrifice, but we'll see. This is the sort of stuff that turn-based would be much, much better. What do I think about the Pillars of Eternity 2-ship concept? Well, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's something I like. Congratulations, Jung, on leveling up to level 5. You're completely bald, Platonis. Not exactly. You shaved your head. Yeah. I can look at your baldness. Baldness is fine. Baldness is good. Well, unless you have an ugly head. Some people have an ugly head. Let's see. Platonis. No, that's not you. That is a cool looking head, though. This is when you forget to shave. Oh, that's not you. Ah, that's also not you. I'm sure you're just as handsome, though. But I was gonna judge your bald head. But that's probably what I'm gonna do mostly with the. That second one was Bruce Willis, right? Yeah. I was confusing with another one, though. Don't remember. The guy that did Transporter? The Fastback dude, or Fast Bench, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see is the word of today. Langrath, Physical Shield. Doesn't matter, Langrath. You're gonna die anyway. Zorip Archer hits Adrobeetle for something. As long as it doesn't interrupt, I am good with that. You can do your thing, Adrobeetle. Do your thing. I'm actually gonna enable your AI, because you're gonna die anyway. Aloth was healed now, and we have Iravius finishing his ability. What do we have? Zorip's on this side, and this guy, yeah, it's a Forager. He might have always paralyzed. Suppressed, though, because he's petrified. There's many things that are going right here. Also, Tornadoes. Tornadoes would go very right. I think they count as summons. Maybe, I don't know. So Iravius finished his ability. And what can we do that buffs people? We can... He doesn't have buffs. I know he doesn't have buffs. But maybe he does have buffs. Oh, he has a thing. He has this thing. That's actually a buff. Moonwell applies defenses. Plus 10. I don't know if it gets suppressed, though. So that's a bit of a problem. Will I have a full beard when I go bald? Yes. That's the plan, anyway. I've been growing the beard because I can't grow the hair. That's basically how it goes. I can attack that guy much better than attacking this jerk. Although the hit chance here is 37, so it's much better. Let's hope the Selanumbra lands that shot, because she really needs the other stupid ability that protects her from dying. And do we have a pig? Yes, we do. 0.7 of a second of pig for right now. We have a hit on an Indigo, which apparently... Oh, that's the dominated. If it worked on these guys, that'd be amazing, but apparently it isn't. It's a very nice ability, that Wall of Many Colors. That is fantastic. And you're still casting that. Combusting Wounds casts on by this guy. That's not... You shouldn't do that. So, yeah, someone's definitely working here. Aloth activating Holy Meditation. I think that's something he does automatically or something. Paladin activates Vigorous Defense. Ray of Pain missing the dragon. That doesn't really matter. And a Fear Aura that is casting. That is hitting and doing things. We also have Triggered Immunity. We have a pig for 3 more tenths of a second. And we'll have a summon after that is done. This guy's still paralyzed or petrified. Okay, Elf just got hit. I think? No. He was already hit because he was a pig. And now I can have a Scarab over there. Although he does have some nice stuff. Like this thing. What is it, the hit chance of that? Let's go with that. Pallegina, can you cast some of those nice spells? She does have some nice... Oh, she has more healing chain. Litany against minor afflictions. That could work very nicely. On whom? What is that gonna do? Frightened, distracted, dazed, confused, prone, stuck. On Ether. Let's go with that. Because we're gonna go with... Salvation of Time. So that's basically gonna stick there for a little while. Transplant the beard hair. That's very expensive. I actually know personally doctors that can do that. That's not a bald head, Harry. That's not a bald head. Oh, that's the beard. Were we talking about the beard? That's not a... I don't like that beard too much. You would send a photo, but you're not registered. It's fine. I'm just kidding, Platonis. More and more men start to grow beards in the last 10 years. It is a fashion thing. I have always wanted to grow a beard. It's just because it's now more of a fashion thing, I just do it. And I think a lot of people might fall for the same thing because it's, you know, it's easy. It's easier than having to shave every day. So basically what I do right now is every 2 weeks I just go to a barber shop and I'm just like, hey, sort of trim this thing for me, please. And that's what they do. And I pay like $4 and that's that. So Ether, cautious attack, Zorib. Selenumbra hit Zorib for 70 pierce damage. Was that a critical? That was not a critical. How does she do so much damage? She has 19 might. That's how she does that much damage. She actually rolled almost a maximum. Look at that. Look at that. That is very good. She does have Soul Whip though, so that's very nice. Now we can cast Defensive Mind Web. Absolutely crucial. How long does that last? For a long time, actually. Yeah, so that is gonna be everything. But of course, making sure Durance doesn't die is also gonna be everything. So let's just see. You're still casting that stupid little... I put it in the right spot. Stupid little spell. Ray of Pain missing. Pallegina, Healing Chain for Durance. It's always nice. Affects Ether with Litany. This means that Durance is still casting his... yeah, the Litany is gonna apply. That's good, that's good. And then Wall of Many Colors, yellow, hitting for shock damage. That's pretty good. Okay, so now she's done with that spell. And we have other healing spells over here that I didn't know. And we have some Phobine on stunned, but we need somebody over there because that is this is applicable to... it needs to be applied. Switches the locations of the caster. Okay, yeah, that's not what I want. Sworn enemy, that's a different thing altogether. We can also do this to suspend beneficial effects, which doesn't really happen to these guys because they don't have beneficial effects to them. And Pallegina is mostly sort of not doing anything, so we probably should start attacking, I would say. Let's try and kill Gafornekos over here, or Gafornekos or something. It's not the best ability there, but it's not the best, what's the word? Best use of her, but it's still fine. Okay, so we have, the Blast has been cast. She's done, okay, or it's done. Aleph cast Eldritch Aim as well, which is great. That came before his Salvation of Time, so that's also pretty amazing. And now I think we can cast the Slicken, and this guy's coming this way. I think he's going for Ether, which is also fantastic. Let's cast the Slicken over there, right there, and see how that lands, how that goes. Getting these dragons tumbled, that would be fantastic. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to keep Turi Sulfush from being paralyzed, but we'll see. We also have some more summons over here, so we'll see. Also have Consecrated Ground. What gives you this? You have that? That's gonna come in handy. It's gonna come in very handy. That's something I definitely am gonna need Duras to cast, but if Aleph can help out, that's gonna be amazing. Okay, so this guy's irrelevant. I don't really care. I see that 42 damage over there. I think that might be from something else. Shocking Blast. That was the other beetle casting Shocking Blast. Okay. So I can cast another one and just keep at it. Just go at it. It's fine. Too soon for the birthday, indeed. Let's see. Zorib Forager activates Vigorous Defense. Grazes Gafornekos on the Ray of Pain. That doesn't matter. That's the one. Okay, so Langraf hits Adra Beetle for 8 pierce damage. That's fine. And we have another Adra Beetle over here coming up. This means that this spell over here is in not a good position. And this one over here can do more things. But I still want to hit these guys, so... Well, the hit chance is terrible, so who cares? I might be able to get both of them. Not really. Okay, let's go with that. Just don't hit both of you. Pallegina just finished her ability. Let's see, Celenumbra... Not Pallegina. Celenumbra finished her defensive Mind Web. This guy just got annihilated. 55% chance to hit right there. This dragon, that is pretty good. But then again, Celenumbra is very accurate. She could be more, but she is very accurate. Adra Fusion ability. Alof finishes his ability. That's a previous ability. Combusting Wounds hits Adra Beetle, so you are taking damage over time. Not a problem whatsoever. Heather activates Iridescent Scarab, or whatever, and that was already being cast from before. That's why he's now casting Overwhelming Wave, which is going to do amazing things, hopefully. No, he activates both of them, so there it is. And it's actually hitting something. That's what killed this little guy. So there goes the wave, and hopefully he doesn't hit his own Scarab. Engaged Gafornekos in melee. That is not a good idea, but off goes the wave. We'll see how that goes. Which means, actually, that that I can do Dragon Breath. I'm sure that wouldn't hit anyone. 52% chance to hit. That's pretty good. That's pretty amazing. They have Dancing Bolts, though. That's much better. That's much better. And what is the range on that? Enormous. Let's go for it. Enormous is always good. There it is. Perfect. Does anyone have some pets? I have 2 cats. Well, 3 if you count the one that I don't like. When is it? You're in 5 days? So that's gonna be on the 6th. Which means, well, actually, I don't know. Wait, let's see. That's 2 days, 3, 4. No, I'm not going to stream on 5 days. Maybe I am, but probably not. That would be on Sunday. So, yeah, we'll see. Your Chihuahua wants some hugs when you sit with the laptop. Because, of course, that's the cool thing about dogs. They, their attention... Well, it's also the nasty thing about dogs, but they are attention-seeking. Where cats are just basically jerks in that regard. On the 7th. Well, on the 7th, I'm also not going to stream. That's on a Tuesday. Oh, sorry, on the Monday. So, yeah. I'll give you the delayed happy birthday on Tuesday. Oh, but still on 10th. How does that work? What? I don't know any. I'm confused. We'll see. Let's see. Overwhelming, hitting thing. Acid Breath. They're casting Acid Breath on the beetles. That is the best. Also blinding them, which is not the best. Are we blinded? Please don't be blinded. We're not blinded. That's the best. Okay. We got a stuns over here. Ether Overwhelming Wave stunned the dragon for 8 seconds. That's very important. It also stunned that mother trucker back there. But that was a graze, so it only stunned him for a little while. Which is great, so he's far away. That's a little bit of shock over there. Additional effects on the ray. That was a pretty amazing spell. Using these things is very important. So Durance has cast Salvation of Time, which is fantastic. A graze over here, and crush damage, Overwhelming Wave on a stun. For 4 seconds, indeed. That's very good. I'm tempted to cast... I think the Moon... Did the Moonwell come after or before? I'm not really sure. How does he have displaced image? I'm not really sure about any of these stuff. Elf activates Holy Meditation. Pallegina activates Vigorous Defense. Salvation of Time. I think Hiravis, yeah, the Moonwell came after Hiravis's Moon, or came after Durance's Salvation of Time, which is a shame. That was by a little bit as well. It's not. It shouldn't be much of a problem, because that's not like the longer. We can cast another one basically. Holy Meditation. That was a critical and stunned a Bog Cult Apprentice. That's nice. And actually, I think it killed him because I don't see him anymore. And Holy Meditation there by Eleth. Okay, so we have good things here, and we have her attacking that. So good stuff. Then you are still casting that. Let you cast that. And you're gonna need something more. What can I do for you? Well... This is very important. Watchful Dragon. This lasts for the whole battle. And if I could cast it on everyone, that'd be fantastic. I probably can't. I like these ones. My boss has one of these. I don't know the breed, but they're really fun. They're really fun, and they're very personal. They're very personable. Also very untrusting of strangers, but I've dealt with some of those little yappers. Is it Chihuahua? Wait a minute. That's what it is, isn't it? It's but his is not a. No, it's not. It's not a Chihuahua. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, my boss's is not a Chihuahua. Although it might have some like little thing. I don't know brands of dogs. So Selenumbra is still waiting. If she could hit somebody else, that'd be fantastic, but we probably can't. 65% is okay, but I really needed somebody else over here to hit. But as long as we have, all that Selenumbra is doing here is defensive mind web, because that allows us to have. Just look at this. She's terrible at defense, and look at what she has. Just because, you know, Heather has this, and look at that. It even comes with a Moonwell, because of course, it's just fantastic. This is an absolute joy of an ability, and then I cast defensive shield on that, or protective shield on top of that, and we're basically immune. The whole party is immune, which is fantastic. Or not immune, but very hard to hit us. So let's see. Next little bit, we have Atterbeetle taking damage, not getting killed. Pallegina hitting Pallegina for her own heal. That's gonna need to go for Ether, but I'm gonna worry about that in a little bit because Ether just regenerates automatically. Another thing that he's gonna need to get is some healing on his own health, but I can do that with somebody else in a little bit. Maybe it's gonna be I don't know, probably Pallegina. Oh, we don't have that. It sucks. She does, but that's a waste using that. Yeah, I'm gonna need that though. Pallegina, Lengrath casts Lengrath's siphoning image, because of course Lengrath is so powerful. She has her own spells. That's not her, so that's the position. It's like the Pharaoh is casting the Pharaoh's Gaze. Aloth casts Slicken. Okay, let's see what happens. It hasn't done anything yet, but it might get these guys prone and all that sort of stuff. But Aloth casting Slicken, and also he has Field 3-edge, so he might be able to heal Aloth or Ether. It's a bit of a problem because it involves him moving, but I think this is a good opportunity for me to do that. Chihuahuas can have long and short fur, I know. Is he a Chihuahua though? I don't like Huskies too much though. Huskies are weird. They're normal dogs really, but I prefer, like, if you're gonna, like, they look cool and they're very affectionate. But like if you compare just the traditional traits of a Husky to a traditional traits of a German Shepherd, which also looks fantastic, and is a better guard dog. Is better basically. It's less crazy because the Huskies tend to be crazy.
How bad?
And also it's a problem in hot climates. And they need to exercise, otherwise they get fat like crazy, which German Shepherds don't need as much. Member finishes ability. Party member Durance finishing his whatever he did. He's casting another thing already because I have put him on the Watchful Guardian. That's nice. Or yeah, Watchful Guardian. That's the one. We have a blue grazing. That's a miss. That's basically immunity. Huravius finished his ability. I forgot that you were even casting something. Oh, that was the Moonwell. I could cast a Fire Stag. That's always nice. Or I could go with another Plague of Insects, but that is... Just look at that hit chance. This guy is stunned and blinded, and just the hit chance is still 22%. That's crazy. But it's because of the wheel. Look at that wheel. Fantastic. 132. Freaking hell. It's a good thing he doesn't have the same thing for other stuff. So I could do this and just look at the hit chance over there. And he's prone. We got some prones in here. So that is actually very, very good. Nature's Terror. Set Terrified. But that's on base. That doesn't even give me a buff. So I don't want that. I could get Hailstorm. Or Nature's Mark for a foe AoE. Although that hit chance is incredibly tiny. Tiny. I could try it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Friendly target, immunity to poison and disease. Summons are probably better. Yeah. Let's go with summons. A Bull Terrier. Oh yeah, those are really nice. I've only met one. They look very cool. And I've only met one ever. And it was a cool dog. Yeah. That seems like a good place for a husky. They're not guarding dogs. No, they might, if they're friendly dogs, they might as well just play with the thief that shows up. That's how not guarding dogs they are. Also, I need to keep an eye over here and see what this actually does, because this might have inflicts disorienting on hit. So if I get this guy disoriented, or anybody disoriented, that is going to be a good thing. That's 40% chance to hit, so it's not too bad. Let's see. Pallegina misses Gafornerkos, so yeah, of course. Gafornerkos. So we have Alof casting his ability, but that was the previous spell, not the current one. We'll see how things go in a little bit. He's moving forward. Pause, thank you. And I don't think we wasted anything. So let's see. We have Wall of Violet on him. Paralyzed for 10 seconds. Holy crap. Oh, and there... Oh, I think we lost our summons here, guys. That is good. So this guy's paralyzed, stunned and prone, and Plague of Insects in the face and all that sort of stuff. So I could try and go for that. Specifically, now that I hit that, I'm going to try 27%. That is crazy hard. What do you have? It is so hard. It is so hard to keep these guys under control. That's the whole battle. It's keeping these guys under control, and it's so difficult. Pallegina, healing Selanumbra. Ether activates Dancing Bolts, which means that is done. And now we have Dragon Breath, which actually hurts people, so let's go with that. This sounds like this is a perfect position. Look at the 100% hit chance over there, and that's going to stay for a little while. Selanumbra hit Gafornerkos for a lot of damage, 43. Was that a graze? That was even a graze, so that's pretty good. A Carpathian Shepherd. Oh, yeah. Those, I've seen some of these, I think. Are they very big? I get the impression that they're very, the remembrance that they're very big. Or bigger than normal. Activates Wing Slam. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. Oh, that's what killed the... Yeah, Wing Slam is what killed the Adder Beetle. I wonder for how much. It doesn't say. So Acid Breath... No, they're doing Acid Breaths. That's why summons are so important. Are you casting that yet? Yes, you are. Okay, let it be. Truciful killed the Adder Beetle. We have Acid Breath killing the Adder Beetle for that much. And we have Shock Damage. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm gonna do another wall of death as soon as he's done, because this one is not gonna last forever. Durance activates Lengrath's Place Image. Speaking of which, I think Durance cast his ability already. I'm not sure. Let's see. Nothing is happening. These guys are still moving even though they're paralyzed, prone, and stunned. But that's fine. That might be because of the oil. That's really bad, actually. Now I can tell. For 17 seconds, I can't tell how long that's gonna last. Or how long they have, or how much health they have. We'll see. Ether activates Dragon's Breath, which is gonna hit all these guys, hopefully. Yeah, they're huge and very aggressive. No, that's not nice. The one I saw, I've seen it. Oh yeah, I remember who it is. It's a good friend of mine actually. His father, I think, or what's the like legal father? Was it like a stepfather? Yeah, stepfather has one. Very old, but he's a calm dog. And I've seen another one as well when I was a kid. Could you show me some good priest spells only? Okay, good priest spells. Well, the priest spells are very situational, all of them. And you need to learn basically what each one does. But, very important is all of the buff stuff. You have Armor of Faith, very important. You have all of the prayers. They are very situational. For example, this one over here is against Frightened and Terrified, so if you're fighting something that frightens or terrifies you, you need to cast that. Infirmity is all of it, okay. And then another one that I really like is, what is that? Extra concentration, extra wheel. Extra wheel might actually work. Withdraw, very important. This basically makes sure that the character that you cast this on is untargetable, also uncontrollable, because it doesn't do anything for like 25 seconds, or it depends on who it's casting. Another one is this one that I really like, Consecrated Ground. We actually haven't cast it yet. I'll cast it right now, actually. But that's a very good one. Another very good one is the Circle of Protection. It doesn't last for very long, but it's 15 to all defenses. Not damage reduction, it's just defenses, but still very good. And then Warding Seal. I never cast this one, actually. Then we have Watchful Presence, and later on you have Watchful Guardian. Watchful Presence heals you automatically when you're low on health. Watchful Guardian resurrects you automatically when you die. So those are important things depending on what you're fighting. Devotion of the Faithful is also very important over here because it's a buff and a debuff. It's actually very powerful like this. Look at how powerful it is. And I like these Champion of Boon and the Shield of Faithful because look at that. Friendly Deflection. We haven't cast it yet, I don't think. No. Yeah, that's we have like there's so many buffs that that you really need to just keep that under control. I never read the whole sentence to misunderstand what it's all about. Yes. I never do. That's true, Platonis. Exactly. So, yeah, basically up to level 3. That's that. That's what I said. Later on, it's very good. Let's see. The game is crapping out, but we all know how this works when there's a lot of alpha things. Hopefully the second game fixes that. Ether hits Dragon for 0 burn damage because they are immune to it. Okay, that's fine. And 16 burn damage on Tursifulsus. That's fine. That's perfectly alright because Ether is now very close to this dragon. And he's gonna murder the dragon or hit him. And I'm gonna rotate. Oh, we don't need to rotate because we have the protection of amazingness, so that's fine. I'm trying to paralyze that other guy over there, which is not going to be fine. Ether was hit with Field Triage now. Okay, that's very good. So that means I can cast this one over here. And hopefully... I don't really know if that's a good idea. A good position anyway. That's just an amazing spell. This does a bunch of stuff. It does damage and it jumps. Is it likely to hit? I don't know. Why is it like that? Oh, that's the thing they threw at me. That is on an accuracy versus deflection. So this guy, I don't know what their deflection is, but this guy, it's probably very low. So I'm going to cast it on you. If I can. The game is now crapping itself completely. Oh my god. The to hit chance over there is 70%. Can I cast it? I think so. So let's go with that. Try to, and he's also still alive. He's not paralyzed. It's only stunned. So we'll see how that goes. There's so many amazing things that I could do. There's anything that lasts for a long while. Yeah, Helpless Beast is definitely... I'm gonna rely on that. Minor resolve, minus intellect, minus perception. Extra defenses on the caster and extra damage reduction. Yeah, so many things. So many things! God damn it, give me things! The game is now not turn-based, it's frame-based. Watchful Guardian heals Durance. Oh, wait a minute, we cast it already? No. No. It's doing that, but the Watchful Guardian has been cast. So that means Durance, who I have selected, can now select Shield of the Faithful. This is mostly... Actually, that is not a good ability, because I have an ability that specifically increases deflection for a single character, and that's all I need. I only need it there to be deflective. Friendly target, extra damage reduction, extra might, and extra perception. Salvation of time. I think I have something that does... It's like Champion of something or other. Crown of the Faithful. Those are two very nice things. I'm gonna go with the Crown of the Faithful here. What about that one? Nah, I don't understand that spell. Didn't cast, didn't click it. That's the one. And I really need to be careful. The game is so crappy. It's all crapped out. Oh boy. Which skill finds hidden stuff? There is a skill for that, but I have scrolls for that. I can show you. Actually, I don't know if it's for hidden stuff or for what it is, but it is what you are looking for. Anyway, it's the only one. So I have a scroll. The game is so murdered. Somewhere I have a scroll. Here it is. Scroll of Paralyses. So basically, it's the scroll, but there's the Rite of the Hidden. That's the one. No, actually, it isn't. Rite of the Hidden Wonders. I mean, this might help you. +3 mechanics is pretty amazing, especially if you can get like gloves that add that as well. And there's the Walking Shadows over here. That's for stealth. Yeah, but I thought there was another one. This is the one I used. I didn't need to, but if you are in a bind, that's the one. In the bind, sure. That's the one I use anyway, but I think there might be one. Otherwise, you just need to look into the scrolls that you have. I only have 3 of those, interestingly enough. Okay. What was I doing? Suffering through the game, basically. So I was having Aloth cast his Crown of the Faithful. It's already been cast. Durance casts that. Aloth hit by Holy Meditation. Heather finished his ability as well, which means he's already doing the thing I need him to do, so just go for it. We could actually prone him. I don't know what the likelihood of that is, but it doesn't matter because I don't know his deflection. So let's find out.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, the game. Okay, Heather is taking a lot of damage. The game is working properly now. Oh, because the other thing is gone. Okay. That's really bad that Heather is taking that much damage. Does he not have the things? He does. Sagani activated Mental Binding. And still misses, though. That was the paralyzation. This guy is disoriented, though, so that... He seems to be attacking this guy, so that's good. Kill this guy. Heather is engaged in melee. One thing Selanumbra definitely needs is to cast Pain Protection, Pain Block. Can attack that guy. Let's go with that. Stalingrad back there. That was just a normal hit. Just a normal hit. Middle of the road hit right there. For Ed there, taking 50 damage with him. That's why I need the other protections. Okay. Either activate Confused and Invisibility, which means the dragon... How exactly? Wait a minute. I don't understand these things. How was Ether hit if the dragon is paralyzed and prone at the same time? And now Ether is invisible, which is fine. Murder that guy in the face. Just murder, attack him, and shut up. Oh, that's the stag. Oh, stag is best stag. These guys are immune to burn, though. Some of these guys are immune to burn. That guy's immune to burn. That guy is not. Or girl. Let's do the stag. Carnage? What is that? Once per encounter, with every melee attack, torrent of flame. Yeah. Let's go over there and murder you in the face, hopefully. We'll see. Stagger joined the party. That was Iravia's casting that spell. This is now a good opportunity for us to cast another Plague of Insects on everyone, hopefully. Look at that, the lovely, lovely range of this thing. It's the best. It's the best. This is why you hate Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and Pillars of Eternity. What is that? 30% dialogue, 65% pause, and 5% actual fight. This is only happens with the pause here. If you work with the auto pause, which I'm not working on purpose, if you work with the auto pause, you can definitely not have. Just have auto pause configured, and you're good. You don't need to worry. Basically, what you do is you configure everything to auto pause on character low health. In Baldur's Gate, also on character death, when somebody kills someone. But there's also other things, and specifically on spell cast, so that way you can have your spellcasters always casting spells, not just standing around not doing anything because you didn't notice. So if the game pauses and it tells you why it paused, that's all that you need. So Selanumbra there hitting this guy. If we could kill this one, it'd be amazing. But we'll see how that goes. Probably not. No, wait a minute. I'm attacking this guy. Wait, shut up. Shut up. 70%. That's not gonna last too long. That guy's stunned, but not too long. But then again, he's going to attack this big dragon, so we'll see how that goes. Durance is casting things that are good. Stag joined the party. Stag activates Stag Carnage. Stag engaged Turusiflus in melee, which is not what I wanted because this guy has a lot of fire protection. Go over there and murder. And this guy's paralyzed, so you don't really need to do that. Turusiflus activates Wing Slap. Even though he's stunned and paralyzed, I don't understand these things. I do not understand these things. And of course the stag is now prone for 12 seconds. At least it didn't stick, it didn't hurt us. I cannot understand what is going on. Ravsky, welcome to the stream. Warrior with two katanas makes sense in Baldur's Gate 2. It is a good one. Where do you get bounties? On the upper left corner, if you have upgraded the specific building, on the upper left corner of Kadnua, on the main map of Kadnua. Meant to be action RPGs. Not these ones. They're not action RPGs. They're meant to be strategical RPGs. They sort of are. Pillars of Eternity is definitely much more strategic than Baldur's Gate is. Baldur's Gate is very reliant on you knowing a specific ability or a specific combination. And it almost is cheap at some point. I don't think it is. I think it's a lot of fun, but it is almost there. It's very well done. I think the expansion of Baldur's Gate 2 in particular wasn't as well done as the main game. So Dragon is murdering people. It's a good thing he's not murdering Ether, because that hit would not have killed Ether, but sending him stunned or prone would have been terrible. Ether hits this guy now for a little bit of damage. Go for it. Oh, now we know. Okay, don't shoot that guy. Oh, that is terrible. Shoot that one instead. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to get focus again. So after this, we're going to need healing. I'm not really sure what I can do here. I'm going to try and get... That's Iravia's, that's Aloth, that's Selanumbra. I wanna have Pallegina on this side, so she's closer to Selanumbra, because I don't know if Pallegina can get the defensive Mind Web. I don't know the range there well enough, so we'll see how that goes. Is this slow? This is slow mode. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Pallegina is probably losing defensive. Well, if you can keep it and still be there, I'm all for that. Let's use Shift click. Aloth cast the Orb. That's still off. It's too late. It's way too late. But it might paralyze things. That might be very good. And we have Arcane Spell Deflection, full AoE, Sickened, Paralyzed, and a bunch of other stuff. Oh no. That is so powerful. That is so freaking powerful. Do I have anything that's less powerful? Target paralyzed. Full AoE, minus damage reduction, defense concentration. Full AoE, minus attack speed. 53% chance to hit. Go for it. That's not gonna work though. That's not gonna work. Let's not go with that. Freeze and paralyzed on an AoE. Go for it. 100% chance to hit on the actual hit. We'll see. We'll see. Albino. You're afraid of... Oh, you're afraid with chocolate. Milkway. I can't read the... my mind is working at full strength. I can't read the whole sentence. I think at this point your best bet is to just hope that I don't read the whole sentence and that I don't really understand what's going on. Because that's probably going to be for more fun enjoyment. Let's see. Zori misses Pallegino, which is good. Let's hope that Pallegino still has defensive Mind Web. That is good indeed. We'll see how that goes. Oh. Aloth. Crits. Gafornekos. Paralyzed him. Oh, that's great. And it's going elsewhere as well, because that thing jumps to up to 5 enemies. So Aloth is just cast that. Aloth has crit Zori Archer, stunned him, has also created Bog Cult Apprentice, that's what you get, sickened him, and also critted, nope, that was a hit on the last one, on Zorip Archer, and paralyzed him for 5.4 seconds. That is good. Let's see what Pallegina is doing. She's attacking back there. She still doesn't have a line of, or she doesn't have a specific value there for the deflection, but Insect Plague might work in our benefit. It's still going. It's still going. So we have, no, is it? Yes, Aloth has critted the Bog Cult Apprentice. That's what you get for 40 damage, and also blinded him or her. I don't know these, and killed it. There it is. That's what you get. Lose your eyes. Die. Burps. We have a deflection number over here. Terrible deflection number. Don't shoot Langrath. She sucks. Please kill this guy instead. He's also paralyzed. So, yeah, we'll figure it out in a little bit. This is not great. Can you be fast? Can you do a paralyzation fast? I don't think so. Let's try and paralyze Tursi Fulfush, because that is just going to be the worst. Hershey? I have heard of such things. Crown of the Faithful has been cast, which means now we can cast the Circle of Protection, to be honest. But I need this. Oh, that's a good range. That is a good range right there. Also, I can see how rangy. Oh, this is a pretty amazing range. She just has range for days. Okay. Let's see. Pallegina probably gonna declare this guy her favorite enemy, and she has 61% chance to hit. She has the best weapon in the game in terms of quality. So we're wasting precious moments of nobody doing anything. Yeah, that's 1 full second without anyone basically doing anything, apart from Azarib missing a stag, which is lovely. Can you go for Langrath instead of attacking whoever you're attacking right now? Because you really need to go for Langrath. Actually, you can't, because you're sort of prone, so you can stay there for a little while. Let's hope that Selenumbra can cast her thing before this guy gets up, because 1 second is not fast enough, although that ability is fast to cast. I think... No, it's average. Okay, so that's not going to work, which means that sucks. The Sickened is very nice. Let's try and do this one instead. 31%. That is crazy hard. How is that different? That's against will. What is this one against? 42. That's why. Okay. His reflex. Look at his reflex. That's very important to know, actually. Their reflex sucks. their reflex sucks. I can kill these dragons with AoE reflex based. I mean, I don't have a whole lot. Look at their damage reduction. But that's interesting. Let's find out how this goes. Aleph cast a Shadow Flame. That's the thing he's casting now. Good. And that is versus reflex, and that's why he has a good chance at hitting that. Let's see. We have some other abilities, and I think now is the time for us to cast the very powerful ones that were coming. Like this one over here. Just please murder everyone. Thank you. You are a lovely guy. Thank you. And now we have Ether doing a bash, doing some crush damage. Good. That was one miss on his Shadow Flame. I think the dragon took damage. This one, don't know. I think this guy didn't get hit. There's one crit in there. Lengrath, 4 misses. That's what you get. That's what you get. And Aloth has finished his ability. That's fine because he's already casting another one. That looks so much like Defensive Mind Web. That thing over there. It might be the same thing. And we have Selenova activating Mental Binding. She misses it because of course she does. Of course she does. Let's shoot this guy. She needs the high level things. Let's shoot this guy. He's already injured, so if we kill him, I think the battle is won. Because this is the big dragon. This is the worst. No, it's not. Really not. I can open that thing over there. Oh, I don't know what it is, but it's good. Let it be there. Okay. Yeah, this guy's gonna... Oh, he's paralyzed again. Wait a minute, what? What? Payback? Maybe payback. Pallegina has cast Sworn Enemy, which is great, so she's gonna go ahead and do as much damage and as careful as damage as possible. And see if we can kill this guy. And there is doing hits and all of that. And actually, if you can prone him, 59%, that is pretty decent. Go for it. Go for it, my man. Mars is terrible. Yeah, it used to be good. Now it's not anymore. It's like Snickers. It used to be good. You're still healing, I think. Yeah, it still has Field Triage, so that's pretty decent. Or Triage, or whatever. Oh, one graze over there for 2 seconds. That's... I don't actually know what they're doing there. Oh, it's their Fear Aura right there. And then we have Plague of Insects going for Huravius. That is only now being applied. That is interesting. Now, Huravius has some very interesting abilities, specifically this thing over here, because this is against Reflex. And as we know, these guys are sucky and bad. So what I want is Relentless Storm, because this thing stuns them. And as long as that is casting, everything will be amazing. Sneaker, I used to just eat Sneakers, and I don't know if they changed something here for Portugal, because that is a thing that, you know, the same chocolate doesn't taste the same everywhere. But I don't know if they changed anything. It's less sweet now. It's more chocolatey, and it's more, I guess, more cocoa-y, and I don't like that. And I don't know why. I think they just sort of skimmed out on the caramel or whatever. It's not as sweet. It might be also that my taste buds just need more sweetness than they used to, which is not necessarily a great sign. But it might be that. It might be that. So, and that's why I stopped. Pallegina finished her ability. We have very good hit chances over here in particular. This guy's sucky. Holy crap! How are you that bad? I'm just gonna shoot him because I really need to focus. 63 is good, but it's just I need her to I need her as a spellcaster, so I'm gonna go for whomever is the best target. So we have Plague of Insects, 1 miss, unfortunately. Did apply to that dragon with seemingly a critical. Did not apply to Gafornekos. I think I've just hit. No, I didn't. But look at him, he's injured. Both dragons are injured. And so is Lengrath, actually, but that doesn't matter. Flames of Devotion. Pallegina just cast that, so I can keep that going. No, I can't, because it's already activated. It says already activated. Don't know why. It says over there, finish that ability, but that actually hits. That did a critical for 5 damage. Oh, boy. Hiravis finished his ability, but he's casting another one. And we have fireworks now. I don't understand that. I don't understand what the fireworks are. They always appear. I don't know what they are. It doesn't show anywhere. And we have wings. Shadows of wings. Oh, it's this guy that's coming. He's paralyzed, but he's doing something. We know that how that works. Pallegina just finished that ability, which means that I can now do that again. I think that finished ability was her previous sworn enemy, and it just did... It doesn't work very well, though, auto-pause. Because it's at the end of the animation, and not at the end of the ability cast. Which works fine, I guess, but you can cancel the animation if the ability is already cast, I think. Duran's cast Consecrated Ground, that is absolutely crucial. And now... I'm gonna cast Devotion of the Faithful, because this thing, well, unfortunately doesn't hit him. That needs to be like that? Really? That sucks. Well, you're not really the target here, mister, so... That is the target. That's a buff and a debuff. It is fantastic. And we still have this thing over here that sets weakened for a bunch, and I just need to keep an eye on Eldritch Aim, which means either I'm gonna need to cast Eldritch Aim again. No, I'm gonna need to cast Salvation of Time again. Like right now. Like right now, otherwise things that are not good happen. And I remind you, last stream we were doing this and we were kind of getting close. A blunderbuss, yeah, it's fine. A blunderbuss. It's any weapon is fine, as long as it's upgraded. Let's speak more about snacks. Indeed, Ritter Sport Coconut was delicious. I don't even know what Ritter is. At least, I mean, I might know what it is. I just can't remember it for right now. Aloth interrupted Langrath, which is interesting. With Arkamir's Capricious Hex, which did hit everyone, which is that thing that is casting over there. Which means that everyone is at least something terrible happened to them. I think. Because that's how it works. Everyone's paralyzed, everyone's stunned and dazed, and terrible things are going on with them. That's what you get, piece of crap, Dragons of Death. Okay, now what do? I have this thing that also sets weakened, hobbled, and amazingness. Oh my god, look at the hit chance. Oh my god. Can I hit that sucker up there? Okay, it's very hard to tell. That's the one. Okay, cast that. And there goes our Wall of Many Colors. That is a fantastic ability, the Wall of Many Colors. So they are all... that's not a paralyzed, though, over there. That's okay. Let's just go. Gaffornekos misses it there. Lovely. Did hit the stag for more damage, because the stag is... Well, he doesn't actually have the Watchful Guardian. We all have Watchful Guardian, I think. It doesn't show over there. It's sort of weird. Ritter is a German chocolate brand found in Lidl and Carrefour and Kaufland. I don't know Kaufland. But yeah, I think I've heard of the name. Oh yeah. Brazilian desserts probably come a lot from Portuguese desserts. We just love our sweets. Do you guys have a lot of like egg things and stuff like that, like sweet egg and just sort of like massa folhada? Do you guys have that? I don't know how to say it in English. I'm not really sure if it exists. It's like a sort of croissant, sort of the thing. Yep. That's mostly out of the Portuguese cuisine, I guess. Of course, you guys have been doing your own versions, and so yeah, it's the influence probably it comes from there, I would say. Although, wait a minute. I know Portuguese cuisine has a lot of sweets because it's just a tradition that comes from like 800 or more years ago, because we used to use a lot of honey. Now, of course, when we found Brazil, we started using a lot of sugarcane. And that doesn't mean that Brazilians already had, or, you know, Brazil wasn't a country, but the people of the lands of Veracruz were already using sugarcane as a added sugar, because I think it's a lot of the food there, a lot of the sweetness comes from, what's the name of that? It's not tapioca. That's not sweet. What's the other one? There's, There's a potato, isn't it? I don't know much. Mirabeau, chocolate is good. I don't know that one. There's only Ritter, Crinsten Ritter. I don't believe anything. Platonis, I don't know. Baklava. Mandioca. Yeah, but that's not sweet, is it? I've had it. I don't remember it being sweet. It's nice. It's very, very tasty. For, you know, it's a simple, like, rice thing. Not like steak or something. Although mandioca with steak probably is very nice. Although I just go potato, potato, potato for everything. Okay, so let's see if we can bring Tursi Fulsush down. Because as soon as he's down, these other ones are just gonna die because of contagion. Let's see. Durance finished his ability. Actually, what did Durance just cast? Consecrated Ground. That's good. Let it go. And Alof just finished his ability. That's good. Let it be. Okay, Ether engaged in melee. Why wasn't he engaged? He was actually. He actually proned this guy in the face. That's pretty good because he's coming out of paralyzed. This guy's also coming out of paralyzed, which is not good. But we'll see how that goes in a little bit. Because he's casting another amazing spell pretty soon, hopefully. Ether activates Bash and knocked down the guy for 3.3 seconds. That is not good enough. Let's bash him again down. That's basically what I'm going to try to do. Form of the Helpless Beast on Pallegina. Missed her. By how much? 5 miss? What is that? How? Her accuracy is 113. Pallegina's Fortify is 131. And she rolled a 23 on a -1. So how does exactly a 5 constitutes a miss? I didn't know that. I didn't know that, which means it explains why we miss so much. Yeah, I know. Mandioca is used in a lot of recipes because it's just such a fundamental aspect of the cuisine, Brazilian cuisine. Now, of course, you're gonna get something to eat, which, of course, is the best thing to do when you're watching the stream. That's what I do as well. Okay, so Pallegina doing her thing. Actually, Pallegina, did you do all the things? She did all the things. And I think Sacred Immolation is going to be very important, so I'm going to do that, because she's not really doing that much damage. So, Fear Aura, getting some hits. Let's keep an eye over here on his Eldritch Aim for 5 more seconds. That's pretty good. Selanumbra hit Gafornekos for 54 damage again, which means nothing, actually. 42. Let's go for Langrath over there. I can't really hit anybody else. These guys don't show up. I could summon somebody. That'd be a thing. Can't do this one, though, because I'm not in the White March. Don't know what happened to the dragons. Doesn't matter. Knockdown for... how long? 2.9 seconds. That's not good. That is not good, either. We're screwed. We're screwed. 59%. Let's paralyze this guy in the face. Please. Please land that. It's only a 69%. Is it? 59. It's not nice. Okay. It's only that. Langrath grazing somebody. I'm not really sure what she's doing. I don't really care. No. Either finished his ability. Doesn't matter. That sounds terrible. I don't... Oh, that's... I know what that is. Look at stuns for everyone now. Relentless Storm, that's what it is. 2 misses, 1 graze, and 1 hit. Which means this guy... Oh, the hell is going on? Of course, he's gonna need plenty of hits on that, but we'll see. So let's do this over here, because this hits them relatively well. Even though their reflex is going up, so that doesn't actually apply. What is the hit chance on these? It's just the worst. Let's do it. Let's do that, because I don't really cast too many spells of this class. So let's just do that over there. Keep an eye over here on the stack, who's going to be prone for 2.8 seconds. It takes forever to do a battle of half a minute. Aloth did a graze. Hobbled and Weakened were applied, so there were 2 grazes right there on that particular spell, which sucks. Let's get Confusion in. Let me check and see what Confusion does. That's the one, Afflictions. Confused. makes the character behave erratically. Every 6 seconds, the target checks randomly to do one of the following: behave normally, attack an ally, walk in a random direction, or do nothing. So that's pretty decent. It's not amazing, so I might not want to go with that. Summon Aloth duplicate, target raw damage, burn damage, don't need that. We got big. How do you not know the hit chance of that? Are they immune to that? They might be immune to that. You can't cast that? What does that count as? %. It doesn't show the hit chance. But this has a hit chance. Okay, that doesn't work against dragons apparently. All defenses on the caster, damage reduction, that's not what I want. Terrified, weakened. That is what I want, definitely. Let's go with that. And let's get these guys terrified and weakened for a long while. They are immune to terrified. But they're not immune to weakened. So that's my only hope. So I might not want to go with that. Let's see what else we have. Confused. Freeze paralyzed. It's a fast spell, though. I think that's what I cast before. That's pretty good. Let's go with that. Let's go with that again. It's not the best thing to do, but they might work. Why do I even want to kill this endangered species? So it's not an endangered species anymore, so they are all dead. Because I hate them forever. Let's just hope that I can paralyze this guy. He's prone for a little while, but I mean, he's got so many terrible things applied to him. And he still has all of those protections. Holy crap. So Pallegina activated Sacred Emulation. Or Emulation, or whatever. That's fine. It's not a U, so it's an O, so it's Emulation. I don't... and then Aloth is doing Langrath some damage with additional hits or additional effects, which means Langrath is now sickened and applying all the nasty things. Pallegina, Sacred Emulation, 1 graze and 6 hits. Proper damage right there. Pallegina finished her ability, but she's already doing... Hiravitz finished his ability, but he's already doing something else as well. Weakened Langrath. That's a lot of freeze damage right there for Gafornekos. Holy freaking hell, that was 92 freeze damage. That was the proper ability right there. Also cast weakened. Yeah. Please paralyze that guy. That's what Selenumbra is doing. Mrs. Langrath over here. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Aloth finished his ability, but is already casting something else. Pallegina is engaged in melee. That's what I told her to do. We have Mental Binding. That 3 hits. 3 hits on the Mental Binding. This guy is paralyzed for 15 seconds. That's what you get. You're dead. No, you're not. He's not. He's really not. 63% chance to hit. This guy is not stuck. He's immune to that, most likely. Yeah. But, so I'm just going to try and get as many hits as I can. I can't really shoot those guys up there, so I'm going to fight this guy over here. Durance cast Salvation of Time. That is fundamental. And now we can cast other things over here. Like, for example, Devotion of the Faithful. Do we have Devotion of the Faithful? It doesn't look like we do. I don't see that. We don't have Devotion of the Faithful. That probably is just going to not stack. Just go with it. Just go with it. See how that goes. 2-legged enemies can be polymorphed. Thank you. Only that. Okay, that's good. Why do you even... okay. Dragon have 2 legs and 4... That's a good point as well, Bruno. I was thinking of that, but I understand the soul of the heart of the thing. So Holy Meditation come from Haloth. That's automatic. Fear Aura missing us. We're basically immune to the fear for a little while. I mean... Salvation of Time is so absolutely crucial. We're gonna be able to sort of go with it for a little while. Pallegina, 6 slash, Ether, 6 slash on this guy. He's just gonna take forever to kill because he has so much damage resistance. It's crazy. 34. It is so bad. That's why I think if I kill this guy, everybody else is gonna be dead by that time, because of everything else. Selenumbra finished that. Just keep at it. Aloth casts the ability now, so that's coming out of his fingers now, or whatever he uses to cast. Durance also finished this ability, but that was the previous one. Langrath casts Chain Lightning, which is going to be lovely. Do we have... we don't. resist elements. Bulwark against the elements. That's what we don't have. Let's do this one again. On this guy. But he's paralyzed already. That's sort of a waste. Expose vulnerabilities. Definitely expose all of their vulnerabilities. Definitely do that. That's pretty good. Sorry, Mrs. Stag. Is the stag back up? The stag is back up. So stand the stag up there to kill Langrath. And this guy's not going to do an attack of opportunity because he's paralyzed, hobbled, stunned, weakened, and dazed, and sickened. So all the terrible things that are applied to this guy, look at his reflex. 50 reflex. Look at that. That's like the reflex of a level 2 character. It's not. It's better. Aloth finished his ability, but he's already casting something else. We got Durance, Consecrating Ground. That's normal. And we have Sacred Immolation for Pallegina. That's normal as well. 5 hits and 2 crits. That's pretty good. So that's doing damage as well. That's raw damage, I repeat. I didn't say that before, so I don't repeat that. Pallegina grazes for 4 damage. That's on a normal attack. And Venom Blood has been cast by Hiravis. That's also going to do damage over time. And that's a full AoE damage over time. I don't know if he has Relentless Storm. I haven't seen these guys be stunned or be hit by Relentless Storm, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is this thing, because this is going to hit everyone. Everyone is... Where is Langrath? Okay. Everyone. Everyone is going to get hit by huge boulders coming from the sky. Let's see what happens. We have Langrath, 5 misses. That's what you get. And we have the stag going over there. And actually could do some blowing uppy, which would be pretty decent. What is it? The hit chance? 19. So go ahead and just attack normally because you suck, Stag. You are terrible. 1 miss for the Venom Blood, but that's fine. Oh, pause the game. There it is. Hiravis killed the Zorip thing. Okay, that's fine with me. Let's see if I can shoot that guy. I can't yet. Hiravis activated Denial, Angle, Bargaining, Depression, and Acceptance. That's these gloves that do that. And that is fine with me. Fear Aura, not really applying to anybody. 6 misses on the Fear Aura. That's really bad for a Fear Aura. And Hiravis has just finished his ability. We have Gafornekos over here with 7 misses as well on his Fear Aura, so our protection is just going very, very well. Excuse the board. Defensive Mind Web is still at 45.5 seconds. But of course, we're not passing too much time, and I'm applying Salvation of Time, which is fundamental again. Langrath casts Lightning Chain. I am not done. I spent like 2 hours last stream, and I'm basically doing the same battle again on this battle. Langrath casts Chain Lightning, did a Graze on Heather, and that's gonna come. Yeah, that's gonna do damage over there on everyone, but at least not gonna hit Heather again. So our most damaged character at the moment is not gonna be more damaged, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be he would be even the most damaged character if it hit him again. That's Aloth 14. Yeah, that's pretty decent. And then we have Langrath hitting the stag. So that's pretty decent, getting the Langrath over there just busy with the stag. Langrath, Chain Lightning, missing Durance and Miravius both. That's pretty good. And also Selanumbra, that's what you get. That thing sucks. Heather activates Bash and bashes the dragon for 3 crush damage. Langrath, Siphoning Image crits. That's an image. Wait a minute, that's an... What? Oh, no, that's a special ability. That's the spell that he uses. And we're doing some pierce damage over there. This guy's gonna be paralyzed for a little while. I can try to paralyze you. You're paralyzed for a little while as well, so let's just keep attacking whoever is the easiest. I'm gonna attack you, because I really need to focus, otherwise things just don't go well for anyone involved.
It's not...
Okay, and we still have thunder coming from the sky. Langrath, Chain Lightning misses Pallegina. Still going around, apparently. Aloth uses exposed vulnerabilities, and these guys have indeed lower damage reduction. That's fantastic. So now they're gonna die more. Aloth was interrupted. That doesn't matter, because that doesn't work like Dungeons & Dragons. Chain Lightning went all the way back up there to hit the stag. The stag is basically... It doesn't matter. He also has Watchful Guardian, so if he dies, he comes back. Actually, it doesn't, because that doesn't apply... Even though we chose that he does, it doesn't apply to summons. At least as far as we learned last stream. We have 1 grace, so everything got hit by Aloth's exposed vulnerabilities. Endurance cast Devotion of the Faithful, did 1 grace and 7 hits. That's all the summon on them, actually, because Devotion of the Faithful, look at that. Is that a crit? That's a hit. 49.4, that's a minus melee hits and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. Now, nobody cast anything yet. Nope. Durance cast Devotion of the Faithful. So what I need to do Storm of Holy Fire. That does burn damage, so that doesn't do very good. And we have Minor Avatar. That would increase some of his abilities. How long does that last? That's an interesting ability. That's not what I need. 49.5. Are you the best? Yeah. Holy crap. Everyone has 214. 214 will. How do you have that much? 20 base, 45 on level, 26 on intellect, 74 on resolve, but that's his normal one. And then he has plus 10 on the bull's will, 9 from the item that he is using. How does he have that much? And I'm gonna apply another thing here, which is gonna be the Minor Avatar. So everyone is gonna even have more will protection. And then I need to keep an eye on Eldritch Aim. That might come too late, actually. That might come too late. I need a Salvation of Time before that happens. Before I cast that. 7 seconds for a Salvation of Time is pretty good. So I'll just hang on to it. Amazingness just happened. I don't even know what just happened. I don't know who cast that. Wall of Flame. Doing burn damage. Crits and hits. That was Aleph, actually. Was it? No. I'll finish Exposed Vulnerabilities. That's what he was casting. I don't know where they came from. That just came from somewhere. All defenses, extra, Lengrath, something or other. I think we had that already. We don't? Oh, that's on himself. That doesn't matter then. Blinded. Blinded is a nice thing to do. Yeah, I think I did that early in the game, or early in the battle. That's gonna be good. Apply that over there. Okay, Pallegina, Sacred Immolation, getting some crits and some hits. Durance finishing his ability. I have already doing something there. Ether Grazes for 4 damage. That's not really a problem. Lengrath hits Stag for 8 damage. That doesn't matter. Stag hits for 6. Low health on the Stag. We got more Wall of Flame doing more things. I am not sure what's going on. Hiravis Venom Blood doing some hits and crits, which is also very nice. And he's also activating more of his DABDA. And Hiravis just killed the Zorip Archer with something. And Fear Aura just basically getting 1 crit, but we're all immune to that, so it doesn't matter. Or at least we are hopefully all immune to that, so it hopefully doesn't matter. Salvation of Time is so crucial, because otherwise I just be needing to cast these spells over and over again. Hiravis cast Hailstorm, so we're gonna start receiving more of these guys. So this guy is the only one that's taking damage because he's immune to fire, and I think you might be immune to fire as well. Lengrath is almost dead as well, so that's fantastic. So that's pretty good. We got the Hailstorm coming from Iravius, and 1 miss, 2 crits, which is interesting. I don't know who took it, but Tursisulfus or something or other is taking the hits. He's so taking the hits. He's nearly dead.
Die!
Stab grazes Lengrath for 9 previous damage and takes 10. Still up. Iravis finishes his ability. We have Relentless Storm still hitting and critting, so stuns are being distributed thoroughly, and these guys are just, they are more, like, we're focusing on Tursisulfus or Turisulfus or whatever is so important. Is so important. It is so important. Pallegina, Sacred Immolation, getting hits and crits. Aloth casts Curse of Blackened Sight. That's applying... he's still casting it, so it hasn't gone off yet. Celenumbra hits for 50 damage. Gafornekos. That's what you get, Celenumbra. That's what you get. Let's apply... let's see what I can do here. We can detonate, and we can do amazing things if I want to. But at this point, Silent Scream is probably the best thing we can do, because that is going to kill everyone. As long as Turisulfus survives until you cast that, because that is raw damage. That cannot be resisted. That's 50 to raw damage. It's going to be amazing. Although she just did 50 pierce damage, so what do I know? Then, Aloth has interrupted Lengrath. Lengrath, I think has just died, because I can't find her over there, but that's fine. Turisulfus just took 22 on a crit by Ether with a bash. That's what you get. Aloth Curse the Black Side does one graze, one hit on crit, which means these guys are blinded. Which means it's even better to hit them now. We are doing still the same Wall of Flame weird thing that we did. I think Wall of Flame was the thing I cast like a while before. It's just keeps going. Lengrath crits the Stag for 41 points of damage. The Stag is still up with 7 health. Wall of Flame is still critting, doing some stuff. Hiravius, Venom Blood still not missing anything. Duran's cast Salvation of Time. That is very, very nice. I'm gonna cast the Minor Avatar on you, and you're gonna be amazing. Stag, interrupted Lengrath. Lengrath still hits Stag after that, and Stag did 10 pierce damage to Lengrath. Stag killed Lengrath! So let's focus on Turi Sulfus over here. Actually, if I could focus... What's the hit chance over there? That's very bad. Let's go on this guy. Let's go for Renikos or something. Member ability, Aloth just finished his ability. He's not even casting anything, ladies and gentlemen. What can I do over here? I have like Eldritch Aim. That's, you don't need that. You got the extension of time. Dazzling Lights. These might be the fireworks that we see, that we keep seeing, and I didn't know. That might be what it is, but that's not me who's casting it. Although there might be a passive ability that does that. I think it's the enemy that's doing that. So we have Fear Aura still missing largely. Wall of Flame absolutely destroying my text over here. Autopause party member Durance finished his ability, but he's still doing his thing. We're still doing 4 and 10 slash damage by Pelagina and Nether to the dragon. His crush damage is better against him, but his exposed vulnerabilities is is working so much against the dragons. It's crazy. Let's see what happens. As soon as Selenura is probably gonna finish the combat actually, because as soon as she lands that, and she will, because that is just against what? Against will. These guys have nothing now. They're dead. And also, I don't know. I don't even actually know what our accuracy is right now. 128. So yeah, yeah. Let me pause. I think we just killed the dragon. I think we just killed the dragon, ladies and gentlemen. Lengrath grazes Stag for 4. No, that was before. How does Lengrath kill? Lengrath killed Stag after Stag kills Lengrath. That is quite something. That is quite something. That's the delay of spells. Relentless Storm from Hiravius. We're doing now fractions of a point of burn damage to Turisulfus. Hiravius critted Gafornekos for 54 crush damage. Gafornekos is still up. Party has gained 4,104 experience. Bestiary progress, Turisulfus 100%. Hiravius killed Turisulfus by critting him with crush damage with a hailstorm. Durance cast Consecrated Ground. Let's keep going. We got you guys going up there, and we have you going up there. Now Pelagina is taking damage, I think, because of the thing. I think because of the Ladies and gentlemen, after an hour and a half of combat, and me just looking at things as well, we have destroyed the Bog Dragons on maximum difficulty. Absolutely, Aloth has been fundamental in this battle. Sagani could not have carried us through. I'm gonna shift him back. I'm gonna bring Sagani back. But Aloth is fundamental. Which means Rangers suck. That's what he means. Rangers suck. They don't have abilities. And also Hiravius is not good enough. He's carried this battle though. I just haven't. I just need to use in this battle. You don't need to use the AOE attacks when they have low reflex, because that's fundamental, and Ether does a lot of that. So I didn't even bother about the ads. That was how powerful these dragons were. That is crazy. That is crazy. So time to celebrate. I'm okay. There's no need for celebration. I think it's all good. It's all good. And there's a video clip over there by Platonis. I don't like Final Fantasy. What? Oh, Victor Fanfare. I've never played Final Fantasy 7. I don't know what the thing is, but I suppose that's good. Celebration, it's fine. I'm just exhausted of this battle, to be honest. It is not a fun battle. It is not a fun battle, and just highlights how much better this game would be in turn-based mode. Because you wouldn't need this nonsense of watching what I'm doing, of doing what I'm doing. Also watching what I'm doing. Turn-based. Obsidian. Learn. You have brains. Don't be afraid to make games that are different. Just because they're different, they're not bad. That's their sort of. I'm sort of paraphrasing what Josh Sawyer and Tim Kaine have been saying recently. There's the dragon falling from the sky. It's good. It's fine. You can stop. I think. No, there's more.
That didn't work. Gotcha.
He's been paralyzed.
Gotcha. That didn't.
Oh, she's paralyzed. That's beats of flying. Endangered species indeed. I don't care. They were mean. They attacked me, to be honest. Although not in that particular canon. I think I just went like, no, you're ugly. As long as the game doesn't. There it is. Among the moss and peat is the achievement I just got. I can click over here. I can't click over there.
I'd be glad to.
And now for the ceremonial F5 moment. That took forever. That took forever. My God. You can do away with the soundtrack. Let's get these guys. I don't even need to get the upgrades. After this is done, there is nothing that the game can throw at me. The rest of the game is easy. Oh, look at that. We have 4 of these. That's nice. Exceptional wand. Yeah, right. Exceptional rod. After this battle, there's nothing. Hasn't been a dragon in these parts for 1,000 years. I think it was for 100 years, actually, that he says. He doesn't say 1,000 years. That 100 years is actually a reference to The Hobbit, as far as I can tell, which makes no sense if it is. But it makes no sense otherwise. That's the best sense I can make it. That's a reference to Smaug. And when it says these parts, it's of course not the Shire, just around, because dragons are generally extinct. That goes somewhere. I don't know where that goes. Can you stop giving me the soundtrack? Comma soundtrack is making me nervous. Let's see how they're... Oh, he's almost leveled up. Aloth, I should say. Okay. Save the game. There, once again, takes forever. See how long they're stopped. That's the one. Let's see if you need any of these spells. Let me click on you. Oh my God. We have new spells, ladies and gentlemen. Spells that are unique. Langrat's Death Graze. Full AoE health and endurance. Concealed. Oh, that's that terrible thing I hate. Yeah, learn that. Langrat's Superior Elemental Bulwark. It's a shield on the caster. That sucks. I don't like it too well. Langrat's Siphoning Image. That characters hitting the caster take raw damage and lose deflection. So, also the caster gets extra deflection and extra reflex. and just extra protection against everything for a whole minute. Lengrat's warding spell, or warding staff. I mean, none of this matters. None of this matters. Absolutely none of this matters. The game is not as hard as this. The main game is not as hard as this. None of this matters. Oh, did people say 1,000? Well, I'm corrected then. And that makes more sense then. But I really thought they did. Maybe in the movie it says 1,000. But in the book, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's translation or something. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. But I've read that. I've read the first book a lot of times. More times than I've read the other ones. Because, you know, you start reading and then you're sort of, meh. And that's the exit. Okay. So we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed. We have killed all the dragons. We have killed a lot of things. A lot of things. Here it goes again with the turn-based combat. Yeah. Does anyone disagree with me, though?
Not as beautiful as the Anguithin ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Does anyone disagree
I'm glad
with
we're
me?
traveling together too, but isn't this a bit much?
Shut up, Heather. I don't even know what you're... Or, Aleph, I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell. Okay. So she needs these. And she's equipped with the rest. Home sweet home.
I'd be glad to.
Doesn't that sound like the Lord of the Rings? That does sound like the Lord of the Rings. I don't know the name of the sound of the track in itself, but yeah. You prefer this game to be like it is. Well, in turn-based mode, it would be awful. Because imagine the length it would take on all the filler battles that wouldn't exist otherwise. That you don't need. You just don't need filler battles. Just do the nice battles. Just do the nice battles. So can you imagine a game like this without the filler battles? It'd be fast. Well, that's Tyranny for you. Tyranny doesn't have filler battles. Combat-wise, I prefer it to this game, to be honest. Although the challenge here is... I don't know if it's more challenging on Tyranny. But there we go. We got everything done. We have a merchant over here.
Good day to you.
Good day to you as well. Show me your wares. And... Not that. And... That's the one. Get the one. Trade. Nope.
Well met, friend.
That's not what I wanted. I want to sell you the crap that I have. Because I have much crap. Low to high. Lot of Zori crap. What else? A lot of axes. And shields. And that. And a bunch of exceptional ones that are not that exceptional at all. Exceptional pike, red reed, and Anguithin scepter. Must not sell those, even though there's really no reason to keep them. It's just, I mean, sentimental value, really. There it is, getting a little bit more money out of there. Let's see what we have in here. We have ourselves a battle axe. Unique one right there. Freeze damage, I suppose. I'm not really sure what the uniqueness is there. Maybe the crit multiplier? Could be. 50% more critical. It's pretty good, and then we have the rest. I don't know why he does that. He usually doesn't. It is so nice. It is very nice. Which chapter of Divinity? Third. New game here, 10 hours max. Welcome to the stream, by the way. What do you think about Divinity compared to Pillars? I think it's much better as a game outright. So I really prefer that it's turn-based combat. I like the character system better. The fact that there are more classes helps out a lot, and it's a combat system that you can tell could not withstand even a 5 member party.
Amazing. You could fit a whole...
The problem I have with Divinity Original Sin, so everywhere it's an amazing game, but the problem I have with Divinity Original Sin 2, I'm talking about the second game actually, not the original, not the first one. With the Divinity Original Sin 2, the problem is that the quests, not the quests actually, not the quests, but the sort of storyline and the setting and the world and even the characters is all very 15 years old kind of stuff. Not that it was written, definitely not that it was written by a 15-year-old, because most of it is very well written and very well acted for the most part as well. But that just it's meant for 15-year-olds, and it's so obvious. It's better than the first Divinity Original Sin, but it's still very, very obvious, very goofy, very sort of. It's not even lighthearted. And that's the problem. It's not lighthearted. It's not something like meant to be lighthearted. So that's what I feel the most, and I really like Divinity Original Sin because this game has a lot of depth, and before you can realize all the things that are going on, like there's a lot of stuff that is going on and you can't tell the first time around. There's like people throw all sorts of names at you just normally, and you don't even notice that you're being thrown names. They're not like throwing, oh, if you go to it's the bridge of Mawadath Hall where Gyla Wayne was hit or something, like names like this. This is not what they do. They sort of just mix things up, and it's very hard to follow this game in particular the first time around. And Divinity Original Sin is just not like that. I prefer this sort of game. Divinity 2 combat is slow. If you're playing by yourself, it's not too slow actually. If you're playing with somebody else, it's very slow, yeah. Especially if you're playing with Bumpy, because he just looks at his skills. But then again, he does have better strategy, so what do I know? Divinity, the second one is a must-play, definitely. For me, it's a fantastic RPG. It's got so much stuff. It's most likely the best RPG, apart from the Age of Decadence, that I've ever played. But the setting still lets it down. It's just so good on everything else that it's very good. Dark Souls is the best. Not the best, but Dark Souls is amazing. And I can explain why it is amazing. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm playing through Dark Souls 2. I'm actually recording it, and I'm going to put it up as a Let's Play. And it is better than Dark Souls 1. It's so much fun. It's incredible. I am playing on the Scholar of the First Sin, though, so it's a different game. It's a different experience. It's meant to be a challenging experience for me, because I played Dark Souls 1 already. It's sort of like finding Dark Souls all over again. 10 points in summoning, definitely that changes a lot. And actually, now that I know how the game works better, on a starting team, I just have everyone with summoning, because it's just so much power, so much more powerful. It's all you need, really. You need summons. That's all you need. You don't even need to attack. Just have summons. But synergies are very important in that game for sure. Yeah. Fire, I am having difficulty reading your name. Oh, but up here it's even worse, actually. Your name is Fires in Your Eyes. Thank you for the question, Fires in Your Eyes. Yeah, I think it boils down to that, Pillars of Eternity being more realistic, takes itself more seriously, and I really enjoy that. Combo abilities in Pillars of Eternity. There aren't many. This is a very straightforward... there aren't many of that, actually. A very straightforward game in that regard. You have buffs, basically, and the auras and things like that. And that's basically how it goes. That's mostly it. Burp. So, what are we gonna do now that we've killed the Bog Dragon after, what, 7 hours trying to kill that thing? Probably not 7 hours straight. I guess that I've been in there probably like 4 hours, but I've been doing other things in the meantime. just across the streams. Now that I've done that, we can do the rest of the stuff that the gods asked us to do, and then I can fill you in on the rest of the storyline when it comes up. Urwa.
Hail, Estramor.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually remember her. I think I've done everything here. No, I haven't. I have not. I remember Rona always stood for her kin, even before she was a child. She was a child? Oh, you were a child, yeah. Hi. What you guys talking about? We have a few things to do, and we'll do them. Oh, we're seeing... Yeah, the Ingwithans burned people here. Because this is all ruins of a civilization, the Ingwithans, that came like 2,000 years ago. And these suckers, the protectors, very, very, very appropriate. These guys are basically, their whole reason, their whole raison d'etre is to protect these things. And not allow anyone, not even them, to enter their ruins. Although, they don't consider these as ruins. They do, actually. They don't let Estramorun, as they say, the foreigners, into this area. I had to convince them that I was friends for them to let me in here. They have a specific part of town that they let in. So again, just goes to show all the depth, all of the things that anytime I start talking about any aspect of the game, it just branches out into so many things that all connect, and I can explain and go on and on. Well, actually, I can go on and on because I didn't read all the books that are in game. She would accept in the Lion Clan's Warrior's Guard. I'm not really sure.
I thought my mother-in-law's house was ominous.
Oh, yeah. The lion's head. Galawain's Maw. Gawain is the god of the hunt. The guys that live here, the Erglanfathans. This is Erglanfath, or I guess the Glanfathans. The people that live here are very attuned to the hunt, to Galawain. Not all of them follow Galawain. As we can see over here, we have Helia's shrine. She's the goddess of the sky, of flying things, and song, and art. We have over here Noonfrost, which is a temple to Rimurgurn, who is the god of entropy and decay, and inevitable death. So that's another god over here, and that goes to the burial site, which we have been to already, but it doesn't matter. So the two things that we have not done yet is the Galawain's Maw. Let's actually send... let me go around here, get the rest of the stuff here. And everyone's talking because, of course, they're in a bad position right now in the main quest. These people, they have been basically invaded by the main villain. No one to please, no crowd to inspire, no furry maiden's kiss to spark my song's fire. Who's that? That's an Orlan. Orlans are furry. That's what he's referring to. We don't have the traditional furry, well, I guess not traditional, I guess, but the current real world furries in this game. There's no furries. There's just Galawain. There's just Orlans. Here, Ravis is one. So let's go in here. We have a quest, and that quest is to find who is the strongest of a few things that we have here. So basically, we talked to a god, Galawain, and he showed us, yeah, go there and kill this, and we'll see how that goes. Finish the game. I will finish the game, but not today. It's gonna take probably another stream, maybe two. And we'll see. How Dark Souls fantasy started to become popular after 2014, but Laria was on it before end. It is just so subtle. What do you mean Dark Souls? Or Dark Fantasy? Oh, I don't think Larian is Dark Fantasy at all. Is it? What do you mean it's Dark Fantasy? Gore, torture, it's just graphic. It's not Dark Fantasy. It's not the... it's pretty... yeah. I will never be done, says Jung. I will be doing Let's Plays of Divinity Original... of Pillars of Eternity 2. Not streams. I'll be streaming other things. So in here, do I need to talk to anybody? These are all rangers and things. That's why they have companions. Yes, war's the man's sacrifice, even of our own flesh, these guys say. I don't think Galawain is the god of sacrifice, but...
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
That cowering cat. At the back of the maw. That's important.
Kareth, this is no place for sightseeing, even for you. The beasts of Galawain's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever.
Yeah, just Galawain's Maw is just a place where we are at. What's wrong with the beasts?
They won't fight.
What's wrong with that?
It is not Galawain's way,
Yeah.
and it is not the way of the Maw.
The Maw has always been home to one great predator. Every so often a challenger comes along, and the two battle for territory. But Sul remains in her den. That's the cat that they were referring to. And Awarenos can't confront her there. Now two mighty predators and their kin hunt from the same stock. It's thinning the herds, and it's thinning the patience around here too. And this waiting, it's not the deliberate, watchful waiting of a hunter lying in ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. But I'm powerless to act. One half of the fangs will cry favoritism if I try to draw or to drag the lioness out myself. Would you favor Sul or Awarenos? I see both sides. Sul's cunning is unmatched, but Awarenos is the mightier of the two, both in body traits prized by Galawain. Yeah? Tell me about the two predators. There's never been a more cunning hunter than Sul, but some say she's losing her edge. Awarenos, on the other hand, is all edge, and many of our number think he's the rightful successor. Blood's simmering. It's going to boil over if a little doesn't spill soon. Yeah, I received a vision from Galawain, the god, about these beasts. From the clever hound himself. If you truly have Galawain's blessing, I won't stand in your way, but I can believe he sees a cunning champion in you. We don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the Maw, but you understand that you do so at your own risk, and Sul's lions are likely to attack intruders on sight. Still, perhaps you can coax her into fighting the bear. Do whatever you can to end this stalemate. Okay. So tell me about Galawain's Maw.
A den of beasts sacred to the Lord of the Hunt himself. Historically, the greatest predator of Air Glanfath has claimed the back of the Maw as its lair. Lately, however, there's been some dispute as to who should occupy that position. And it's leading to discord among our hunters.
Tell me about yourself. I'm the leader of the Fangs. We're an order of hunters and warriors. They're actually a clan. These are one of the 7 or 6 clans of the Glanfathans. We're an order of hunters and warriors devoted to Galawain, and we see that the places of the builders, who are the Anguithans, the civilization that I was talking about, the guys that built the ruins outside, remain pure. Not the places. Not truly a tribe, but... really? Not a tribe? Huh, I thought you were. But we do gather and argue like others. Our members come from all of the tribes, but most of us were born Three-Tusk Stelgar, that's one tribe, Fisher Crane, that's another one. I think Iravis comes from there, and Keepers of the Stone, naturally. Where could I find Sul? Straight at the back of the Maw. You could get through either way, but mind where your feet step. The Maw is a dangerous place, and Sul's pride and her advocates are on the alert. What about Awarenos? Good question. Bear's out hunting right now, but he'll return soon. He's never gone for long. Yep, so basically that means that we need to deal with Sul, and then Awarenos is gonna show up. Sounds good to me. It's covering all the nice places.
I'll take a look.
That seems to be... what do we have over here? Actually, that's not too bad. Can you sneak?
Hey.
No. Can I sneak?
At once.
Well, it depends on where that guy goes. No, go away. Dang it. Divine starts as normal fantasy, but read some books and the demons slaughter whole villages, kill children and pregnant women. Later in the sewers and bandits' lairs, a lot of bloody, maimed bodies. Beyond Divinity takes place in hell, literally. Yeah. Suppose I see what you mean by that. I can't do anything here. Destun just came over here. What about this table? The Book of the Hunt. This book talks about Galawain. I don't know where I got that key. And we have Lion Clanswoman. That's the lionesses, or lions that he was talking about, I guess. Maybe. Oh, there's a lot of them. This is late game stuff. That's pretty good. AI. I don't like you doing that. I don't like you doing that either. Let's heal everyone. Power of a cipher, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is.
Slow and silent.
Undead Jack and his wife.
At once.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. And actually, Divine Divinity is a pretty dark game in some aspects. But I guess it's not like, for example, Diablo. Diablo is a pretty dark game, but it is dark fantasy, I guess. But it's not the same as Dark Souls. I guess I'd compare Divinity Original Sin more to Diablo, not just because Divine Divinity was very often compared to Diablo because of the perspective, and also because it came out right around the same time as well. But I would say that's probably a better comparison, a better parallel, rather than Dark Souls. I think Dark Souls is a very specific, funny even sometimes, but in a very specific and sardonic way of making fantasy. Also very odd, and just very off in general, just sort of all over the place. You can tell that. I think you can tell that in some regards, the makers of Dark Souls don't really care too much about all the details. It's not a game that's made with all like, now this goes here because this means this, and like that. I suppose there's connections, but there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense as well, and like, yeah. That is a milk run now. Yep, now it's just, it's basically finishing the game. It's not gonna be an issue. This is a nasty area though, but it wasn't because this isn't. It isn't easy because I killed the dragon. It was already gonna be easy because I am level 16. And of course I killed the dragon at level 16.
Dead on.
That's just how it goes. Oh no, meatballs. They have them as well. Okay, don't laugh, Durance. Ooh, there's a lot of them. That's the stuff. Okay, go over there and attack that. That's the power of Durance, of that. Also, this power is pretty decent. Also, I don't like this. What does he do? Hobbled. Did you cast it? Nope. The guy died before you did that. Okay. Cast it over there. Okay, cast the other one. That's also pretty decent. What's the one, though? Where's the other one? Oh, that's the one. This. Everyone's dead. Not dead, but dropped down. Mostly dead. I agree, Platonis. I think the kind of storytelling that Dark Souls has, in the sense that it is what you're saying, that it's all about how you piece together the information, can be done very well, but I don't think Dark Souls does it that well. It does it, but I don't think it does it particularly well, to be honest. If you want to piece things together through a lot of investigation, you really need to give an incentive to the player to actually think about it. Like for example, look at Enderall. Enderall, I think, does... let's see what we have over here. Yeah, it's just a pass to the other side. We don't need to go to the other side right now. Actually, I have a rope, so I might as well just go for it. Cross the chasm. Or chasm. And then do the same thing. Like in Enderall, you can tell that you find a dead miner with some things over there, and you see a mine up ahead, and you're like, okay, so this miner over here is dead. The mine probably has something that killed the miners or something like that. And that's the case, basically, and you just figure your own conclusions before you get to each... Did you get terrified because of that? No. You figure your own conclusion before you get to each place, and it's just that sort of interactive storytelling. But it's never, like, you don't need to do that. And then the stuff that you need to realize, it's written. It's in books in the game. And you just say, oh, that's what it is, because the game is telling me that, and all that sort of stuff. So I think that is better. That is just better in regards to that type of storytelling. I mean. It's not going too well. They pretty much surrounded us very fast. And I'm not casting spells that are per rest, but I probably should. At this point, I definitely should. Getting them stunned with a returning storm is easy peasy. Yeah, that was one spell that I had to cast. There it is. Yeah, I figured that. The thing is, there's a lot of stuff that goes over my head, but it's not like I feel like I miss it. It's that just I realize there's something there that I don't understand, and I sometimes call it out. I actually say, I don't understand this. I don't know what it is. And that's fine. I've been playing sequels without playing the prequels for a long while. So I'm just used to that sort of stuff. You can tell that something is missing when something is missing. This opens the way back. We have Laraha. May their blood freeze in their veins. Wait a minute. What? Please don't.
Tread carefully, Estremor.
Oh, this is the other side. You must be Bethul's new Estremor. That's foreigner. That means foreigner. Truth. When I heard she let another in, I almost went to the Passage of the Six myself to share words. The Passage of the Six is basically their council, the most important sort of administrative place. Have other foreigners come this way recently? Galamfelan, worshippers of Rimgarn, or the god over here. No, actually, not the god Northwest, the god of entropy that I mentioned before. They claim simply looters and defilers by another name. That's the truth. They disappeared behind the doors of Noonfrost, and now our lake turns to ice, and the cold creeps ever closer. Well, he's also the god of cold, so yeah. Yet Bethul is timid, and she has convinced the other Anamfatha, that's the leaders, that we must respect their Estremorun, or these Estremorun, and their traditions, no matter what mischief guides their hands. Yeah. I'm guessing you didn't leave it at that? I sent my own sister, one of my finest scouts, to sniff out the Pale Elves' corruption. I was certain the Anamfatha could not ignore the defilement in Noonfrost, once Alwa's own eyes had seen it. I don't know who Alwa is. That might be her sister. But she still hasn't returned. It probably is. Now I bear the responsibility for her fate, and I can't send the Fangs after her without properly or openly defiling the Anamfatha. Yeah, I'm gonna look for her. I don't dare to hope or whatever catastrophe has befallen Noonfrost does not feel like the work of Kith, but nothing would bring me greater joy than seeing her again. I would take any assistance you can give. Okay, what are you doing here? My stocks equip my brethren in the fangs, and my hands train them to fight, hunt, and track with skill. What purpose brings you here? Tell me about the Maw, an ancient place of beasts and dangers. As followers of the Clever Hound, that's the god, we assemble and train here as hunters, warriors, and defenders of the Builders' sacred places. That's, again, the Ingwithans. Chaos preserves the Maw, and more than ever, due to this stalemate between the beasts. But Destun refuses to intervene, and many itch to settle the matter over blood. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Do you have any? Ooh, Bleak Fang. Got some interesting stuff over here. She doesn't have any soulbound things, and we have a thing called the Prison of Ice, and that is Rimmergarnger's quest. The ice that's spreading all over the lake. I think we saw it before. Nah, Dark Souls never tells you where to go. That's true. But I think the game is good, like, despite that. It requires a little bit of guidance, unfortunately. But I think it's good despite that. It also, mostly it requires you to understand that it's not a game where you're just gonna slash. It's not a God of War, basically. It's a game that is, you need to have fun with the combat. If you don't have fun with the combat, you're playing it wrong, basically. And that's how I came to understand Dark Souls. Morrowind and Gothic do it best. Go to that location, do that, and no compass or marker. That's how it should be. Yeah, exactly. But you're right, Platonist. You can keep complaining, especially if you add to that every game should be turn-based. Then you definitely can keep complaining. Jung is not gonna agree, but well. What do we have? Well, what do we have? What do we have is no more dragons. We don't have any more dragons.
Hope that helps.
We've killed all the dragons. We've killed the Adro Dragon, the Sky Dragon, not in this order, the Alpine Dragon. We have killed the bog dragons. And definitely the big one was the worst.
Margren's fire.
He was
casts
not.
light in dark places.
However, the worst dragon outright. I believe the Alpine Dragon was worse. I believe so. I believe so. And the key to that strategy, besides doing one thing here and there to make sure my guys are all buffed and all that sort of stuff, like, you know, sleep in the appropriate spot and all that sort of stuff, the key to that battle was just keep Durance buffing things and using Salvation of Time. It's a figment of my imagination, of our imagination. Now that's the good thing. That is proper. Okay, I think we're reaching our destination. The back of the maw, where the lioness must be, and she's gonna be like, "Hey, there," and they're friends. No, here he comes. She comes. Oh, there's somebody over there to talk for. A noble woman intercepts you as you advance into the lair. This is Sol's domain, Estramor. She shall not leave it for Ernos or any other challenger. Why does Sul refuse to face Ernos? Or Wernos? Wernos is welcome to confront her here, as many challengers have in the past. What the bear's supporters want is for Sul to leave her lair and fight in the open, where he has an advantage. But why should she? If Sul has an advantage here, it's one she's earned. Would anyone expect to blunt the bear's claw in order to even the odds? The Lord of the Hunt gives unique advantages to each. It's not for us to decide that some of them are worth less than others. Also, Sul has recently given birth to cubs. They're small now, but when they grow, they'll be mightier than either Sul or Oernos. But if Sul is killed in combat, that bear will tear her young to shreds. Such is the way of the wild. Her legacy is too valuable to perish this way. If we truly want the mightiest of beasts in the maw, then her cubs must grow to maturity. What are you doing here with Sul? Defending the rightful champion of the Galloway's maw. Oernos' supporters would have her ousted in favor of a bear that isn't strong enough to come and seize this territory on his own. Yeah, I'll deal with Oernos. Good. That bear isn't nearly as strong as Aiden and his followers think. If someone were to prove just how easily that bear can be killed, that would cure every one of their delusions about it. Hiravius glares at you with worried smirk. I wonder what Galloway will think of this. His great lioness gets someone else to deal with her challenger. And I wouldn't love to watch someone... I would love to watch someone other than me offend the Seeker God. I can't wait to see how he tests them for their lack of decisiveness. Well, I think we might be about to know. That's the bear. No, that's not the bear. That is the bear. So can I take your stuff? So, Sul has cubs. And also,
Interesting.
this is a better place for her. Makes sense. Makes sense. So just as a reminder of what we did for Hylia, or for the gods, there were 4 quests that we had to do for the gods, and we'll see those quests later on, or those gods anyway. So we killed the Sky Dragon. That was for Hylia, definitely the worst, the hardest. We went and killed a bunch of lunatics that were doing blood sacrifices for some paint, and that was that. And now there's this one for Galawain, and there's another one for Grimgander. He needs me to heal the thing that's basically making the lake all frozen. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like that the lake is frozen. So yeah, I need to fix that. We don't know why it's frozen. We don't know what's going on. I do remember how it is, but it's gonna be easy. Send E2Mac up. Save the game just in case. And can't talk to that. Aiden Engden or something.
Hey.
Hi.
Come to see the great Oernos, Estremor? He's back from his hunt. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here for long.
Does he not? Why can't Oernos go and fight the lioness then?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place. It's not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos to keep her claim. Anyway, her prime is past. Putting that old beast down would be a mercy at this point.
Apparently that's not true. She doesn't have to come to face anything. What are you doing here?
We wait for the big confrontation, but the wait grows exhausting, while Sul hides in the back of the maw. Oernos is denied his victory, and we're all denied the champion we deserve.
Yeah, Oernos isn't the rightful champion.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
Try me. Well, they're all gonna die. It's gonna be explosions of meat. These are just elder bears. They're like elderberries, except they're not. So we have a follower of Galawain over here. Send that. We also have some nice stuff. Is that faux AoE? That's never faux AoE. But depends on... that's pretty good. So let's do that over there. Show you what's good. Let's also do this over here. Show you what's good. And just keep at it. I don't know what Pelagina is trying to do. There's things going over there. We have some paralyses going on. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, let's get some paralysis over there. Nope, prone. That kind of hurt. Let's do some stone skin. Actually, let's attack you. There's bears going all over the place. I'm not really sure why. Oh, that's a paralysis over there. Poor little guy. Let me try to daze you. I think you're gonna die. And that's that over there. Durance, get up here and get a heal off. And get some hit over there. Also do that. How is that guy not dead yet? This is not appropriate. Please die. That's the stuff. And there it is. And there it is. So,
Slowly now.
Sul is the leader. Can go back up there. Let's go back over here. Let's actually just fast mode it up. And we finished this particular quest. This was even easier than the group of bloodthirsty lunatics that were making paint. So there it is. Never really talked to Sul though, because she doesn't do much. Any news of the bear? I could attack Sul as well. I wonder what that means. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I think that might be what I did in the Let's Play. Let's read the quest. It doesn't really matter, but... A Servant of Death. No, that's for Bareth. Oh, that was not Reamer Grander. Maybe it is, I don't... Yeah, I've also finished that. Prison of Ice. Return to Galawain. Two Mighty Hunters. Waited deadlock. They face off but do not. It falls to me to resolve this stale conflict one way or another. I am not gonna return to Galawain, because Galawain is fickle and weird. So I'm gonna tell this guy that this is also not the rightful champion. And do that. Which I'm sure gonna end in amazing things, because why wouldn't it? I'm also gonna do that. Not that. Do this. Okay. That is cell number finishing our ability. Let's let her keep that, and let's do this. See what happens. You always pick your Platonis. That's true. Okay, let's do this. Okay, there it is. This is going really well. Aww, didn't cast that. I don't think. No, don't cast things at me. What do you think you are? Durance, get some heals off. Get that guy dead. It's a Lion Clanswoman. She's healing though. Oh, it's probably because of, yeah. That's what you get. It ends still here. Well, there we go. I've gained reputation with the fangs.
Flame reveal?
Well, I've resolved the stalemate. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Let's see how well this ended. How well I ended this stalemate as. I'm not sure that people are going to be very happy with me. But they are basically wimps, both of them, so screw that. Hi, I killed all of your champions. You guys didn't want to side with one or the other? I killed both. This is gonna be interesting. Hi. Lara, hi. Are you upset? No. Who do I need to talk to? I think I need to talk to Destun. Hi.
Still looking around? Watch your step. Tempers run hot around here, and not just among the animals.
Yeah, I've dealt with the situation. I don't know what I expected, he says, but I didn't expect both beasts to die. Still, I suppose there's logic in making room for new blood. If neither was willing to confront the other, then perhaps neither was worthy. Now that both Sul and Oernos are gone, I expect another beast will seek the maw soon. It will be good to see what Galawain sends. Take this with our thanks. You might visit Ter Evron to pray to the Lord of the Hunt. He sometimes grants special favors for those who prove themselves. Yep. So I got Cat's Claw, which is a dagger. No, it's a sword. Don't need it. Thank you. Don't need it. So there it is. Successful conclusion. Everyone died. The blood dried up, sister. Do you think there's... Yeah, they're talking about other things. Does it look delicious? Ooh, it does. Can I have... I don't know if I can have... That thing is 40 minutes on the subway here, away from me. What? It is 40 minutes on subway, away from me. That thing. Yeah, it's not too bad. 40 minutes is pretty close. If I want to go to any place that matters, I need to go 1 hour in the subway. It's not really a subway. It's just a train, but they call it a subway. They don't actually call it a subway. They call it a metro, which comes from metropolitan train. They're not very smart people. Not the people that call it a metro, mind you,
almost feels
because
like
that's what it
home.
is. The people that came up with that name. It's not very... Just... Well, that's just the next road along. That 40 minutes ride. It's the next road along. You need to like spend half an hour to cross the street in St. Petersburg. We'd call it metro as well. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's a fairly worldwide thing. And the prison of ice over here. If they're responsible for Alao's disappearance, I doubt they'll admit as such. That was one of the missions. And then we have the Into the White Void. That is for who's it for? Rimengander. Rimengander. Yeah. And collecting taxes and just having things, all the good things. This I didn't even get to save.
Welcome to Noonforst. Most of the temple is currently closed for sacred ceremonies to Rimgard. The shrine is to your right. You are welcome to make your offerings to Rimgander there, but the rest of the temple is off limits.
It seems the cold has spread from Noonfrost.
Rimgand is the god of winter. It has been many years since his temple was attended, so there's nothing strange about a little chill around the place now. If it bothers you, then perhaps you should go.
Yeah, I didn't see a little a little chill. I said the cold is... Yeah, that's what I did, I guess.
If that's all.
No, tell me about Rimgand.
He's the god of the cold, entropy, and chill and collapse. Many see him as a harsh god, but few recognize that he also gives life in his own way. All things wind to a merciful end in his shadow, only to feed creation elsewhere. But he is a silent god, and his ways are mysterious. To follow him is to accept inevitability without explanation.
Why is most of the temple closed?
As I said, we're in the middle of sacred ceremonies. They're rather complex, and we don't permit outsiders to witness them.
They're just playing Counter-Strike.
Others of my clan gather rather touchy about them, which is why you should visit the shrine and take your leave.
What are you doing here?
My clan journeyed from the White Dead Winds to pay homage to Rimgander here in Noonfrost. We'd learned that this place has been abandoned for years, and we felt it our duty to tend to one of the god's oldest temples. It has been a long journey, but Rimgander demands endurance. No doubt he will reward us for ours.
I hope it is. What? What is it? It has been a long journey? No doubt he will. What is it? My clan? What do you say? What? I don't know what Sagani is saying, but whatever. I'm looking for the Frosthoon Breach.
As I said, only the shrine in the eastern wing is open. The rest of the temple is closed to visitors right now. I suggest that you make your devotions there and leave.
Her cheeks flash, Watcher. Oh, that's a woman. Sure. Her cheeks flash, Watcher. Perhaps she misinterpreted what you meant by Frosthoon Breach, says Durance. No, Durance. No, she didn't. Well, let's go on in.
Let's go on in.
And her name is Vesgal. There's a lot of people that are about to die, I would say. What is that? The pages of the stone glisten under a thick layer of frost. Everything is frozen. Am I welcome here? I seem to be. I can't stop butchering the name. It's just what I do. Ooh, ramen. That's something I never had, actually. Something I never really... Yeah. I've had something similar, I guess. But not that. Okay, so we are not going to go right there right now. We're going to open that in a little bit. These guys are all going to be pissed, but it doesn't matter. Because, you know, I'm a murderer and I don't care. I complete all the quests that I must do. I'm not here to roleplay. Hi, everyone. What is this? The water of this well has frozen solid, trapping small fish from the lake underneath the temple. Refracted light dapples the icy mirror behind this statue.
Why does he not Jung like this? This very
Quiet.
very good voice. Jung very bad at not liking this voice that is nice.
Hold, wanderer. Venturing beyond all doors is forbidden. Do not trespass against our will. The trespassing by your will is probably a problem as well. So, each line and wrinkle of this warrior's weather-beaten frown has been chiseled from the ice. Let's see what we have over here.
Hope that helps.
Can you please let me? What's going on? Get out of here. Can ask for extra noodles for free. Noodles.
I'm here.
Let's see what we have over here. Oh, a key. Blue crystal key. No, we needed it, but... So they said the temple is all closed, but as it turns out, most of it is open. Just the doors.
No further. Turn back.
Sure. I go where I please.
It's no trouble. There
Yeah, they're pretty upset.
you go.
They're pretty upset. Can you please stop? That failed, didn't it? That's a paralyzed. Yeah. Hireling payday. Doesn't matter. Let's get into position here. Okay. We have some nasty things. Let's get this going over here. Unless they're confused. They are confused. That should be okay. That's all they say. E2 Mike is a little bit confused there. That's pretty good. I'm gonna send Iravius in beast mode. He's gonna murder everybody. Oh, he was prone. Unconscious. Can you please not do that? Greatly appreciate it if you couldn't. Or if you wouldn't. It's good damage. Kill that sorcerer. That's a kill. Okay. Okay, so... Selenumbra has... Apparently I lost control of Iravius or something. Just keep doing this. Yeah. Just cast it again. You can cast it. No? Okay. For some reason I can't. Okay. Let's cast this. Focus damage. That healer over there. In comparison to the dragon, what is this? Maximum difficulty? This is nothing. This is nothing. See where this goes. More people. That soon will be dead. Ooh, nice one. This guy's good at snooker. Okay. Oh, there's a thing. Get the thing. Open that. Oh, no, he's going away. Okay. Nope, that doesn't work. He's coming back? Maybe. Who's coming? Something is happening. I'm fine. Oh. I think he doesn't know if he wants to start combat or not.
It's no trouble.
Treasure! Yeah, he doesn't know if he wants to start combat. So I broke him. That's what you get for having a stupid AI that runs away. I know he's coming. Okay, he's dead. That's what you get for being dead. Well, stupid person. That is bad and stupid. Okay, Palagino. Hiravius. Claws. And that's meats of Shunk. Going all over the place. That's words.
It's no trouble. There you go.
Another key. Yeah, few spells. Patches of fur cling to the tent leather. That's weird. Despite that's because these guys there's Orlan in here. And that is, I believe, the destination that we must go to.
How about
Maybe
that?
not. How about that indeed? Well, there's people up there. There is a quarterstaff, Windwalker. Secret passage. Oh, that guy just didn't see us.
Awesome.
Or girl. Oh, cast the thing. Okay. What are you doing? Don't be weird. There it is. Okay. That was confusion. Confusion is nasty because it's not... I don't have an AoE that prevents confusion. Mass confusion thing. So, it is nasty just in general. And I have... Finally, I've found the Frostmoon Breach. Placing the shard in the frozen doorway will close it. Yeah, because I have a shard for it. Oh no, these people are gonna say things. Rimgarden, they were saying.
What have you done? This useless slaughter, Please, just let me finish what we came here to do.
Yeah, Rimgarden sent me to close the Frostmoon Breach. You are a woman of compassion, he says. Would you trap us here another 100 lifetimes? We can't continue like this. We've got to find a way into the White Void. What do you mean, the White Void?
Rimergon's domain. A place where all things are mingled like snowflakes in a blizzard. It's a vortex of such chaos that even the Beast of Winter himself could not calculate the trajectory of the infinite particles of essence there. As souls are broken down over successive reincarnations, they become part of the White Void. It is a place where all things find perfect unity and freedom.
It's talking about people who die and go there, after their souls go there.
The Frost-hewn breach is a weak spot in the barrier between us and the White Void. Thin ice on a frozen lake. We've come from the White that wends to find it.
The White that wends just a place in the world. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the White Void. And you want to open the breach?
So that we can die. Permanently. We've lived more lifetimes than any mortal should. We've been faithful followers of Rimergon since our earliest incarnations. He's the god of entropy. Why would he force us to be reborn again and again?
That rage sounds painfully familiar, says Hiravius. Why did the god of Seekers punish me for asking a question? Still, I wish I could give him the peace Whale has shown me. The god's... Whale is his god. The gods act in ways that are unknowable to us. To ascribe them motivations is to assume them to be folk, not gods. Better to accept and advance than to lament and stay stuck in one place.
But if anything could pass through the Frost-hewn breach, it would enter directly into the White Void. This death is overdue for us. We just have to find a way through.
What Hiravius just said was a very religious thing to say. I like that he's got that character for sure. That was an interesting. That's a very it's a very religious attitude to have. Basically, what Hiravius said. In the not so much in the attitude to have, but sort of the explanation, the rationalization behind it. So you want to die? Suppose it's not a problem. Rimgan gave me this ice shard to close the breach. But if I let it through, will it close after them? Yeah, let's try that. A token from the Beast of Winter himself. You've given us a gift that's been denied to us for centuries. Thank you. Let's see what happens. Probably gonna screw things up. That's the breach. I think. Well? The gleaming wall of ice seems to leach all of the warmth from the room. The cold sears your skin, and you draw back before touching it. Well, what happened? I gave Glasha the shard, which allowed him to pass into the white void. With the shard gone, the Frosttoon breach still open. There's nowhere to go but back to Rimgarden. No, I want to close this thing. No, not gonna do that. Quick save. That's the one. Here where I live in Portugal, there's always food. It's never hard to find a place to eat. Like, I know tens of them. I do live near a metropolitan place, big city, but there's always a lot of places. A lot of places to eat. And I'm not talking about fast food. That's without counting fast food. With fast food, it's just... Actually, with fast food, it's about... I can think of about 20 close to me. Like in a radius of 20 kilometers or something. But of course, again, lots of places. So this guy says the same thing.
Rimur the Frost-hewn breach is a weak spot in the
so want to open the thing.
If anything could pass through the Frost-hewn breach, it would enter directly into the White Void.
Tell me about you and your people.
We call ourselves Glomfellan. Most here know us as Pale Elves. We hail from the White that Wends, a glacial continent at the southernmost edge of Eora.
They're nomads, says Sagani. Hardy lot. Some of the tribes occasionally spend a season in the southern Nasitak. That's where she comes from, Nasitak.
We received a watcher in our lands a season ago and paid her to tell us of the origins of our souls. We wanted to contemplate the essence that fills us, and consider how Rimurgond might shatter and sow us once our days are spent. We were not prepared for what we learned.
I don't think the Watcher was either, he says. She explained that every one of us had been reborn whole into the clan over centuries, generations spanning back to the first days and our people set foot on the White that Wends. We had all been cut off from the mercy of our God promises. That night, we began awakening, experiencing fragments of our past lives. That's what awakening means. Old hatreds, dead passions, tangled memories. It illuminated nothing but the realization that we're doomed to live 1,000 pointless lives, never closer to Rimgander's salvation. How did he conclude those lives were pointless? Asks Iravius. Maybe Rimurgand showed them exactly what they asked, and they can't see the answer in front of them. I suppose one who seeks when they ought to listen. A leap of reasoning is to be expected. I suppose when one seeks when they ought to listen. Yeah. Again, very religious of him to say that. We want to die, they say, or he says. We want Rimurgand to scatter our souls into the ether, that their million fragments might join with the White Void. My magic hasn't found a way through the Frost-hewn breach yet, but there must be one. Fine, you want to die? I can help with that. No, you can't oppose the will of a god. Ooh. You think that because Rimurgand spoke to you in a dream, you can march in here and tell us about his will? Or that your elegant words will direct our faith? We've followed him, and suffered by him, for almost as long as this temple has stood. Now we seek the very end that he promises. Do not lecture me about my duties to my god. Well, I will lecture you about my arrows to your face. Vion seek. Not Vion. What is this? Vion? Yeah, that's a pretty decent fight, actually.
Ulu. Sen.
Hey, we cast that. Good. Okay. Then we have this. Little bit of damage. Not a problem. Good damage. Nope. Not gonna cast that. I think he did. So there it is. Fish and oysters. Fish and oysters hurt. Hurt me. Deeply. Let's see how much that would hurt. That's okay. I can put my teeth into that. That is something I would enjoy.
Ogren's fire casts light.
Even though it's a pain. The oysters are a pain. Okay, let's close this thing, because that's what the god asked us to do. I don't really owe anything to Rimmergander. He's the worst, basically. Oh, it's over here. So I can plug the hole. There it is. And it's hot again. See? And the world is a better place, because the void is not consuming everything as it was before. Baby octopus. I just like octopus in general. Don't know if the baby ones are better. Imagine. Sure. Okay, a few more of these guys.
Death, take you!
Yes, this is the situation that we find ourselves in. Yes.
It's no use. I need something strong.
That is that. That is their death. A few things over here. A few things over here. Traps.
How about that?
What do we have? Nothing important. None of this is important.
Hope that helps.
Is there anyone in here? Alwa. That's where she is. Beasts take me, my eyes mistook you for one of them. What happened to you? When Nonfrost began freezing the lake, my sister Lara sent me to seek out the cause. Yeah, I know all the things. Make the run, go. Thank you. There it is. And we have some club over there. So we did both of the quests that we came here to do. First, to find her. Hopefully she's not going to be attacked by these guys. Because there's still some of them around. And also to make sure that the hole of
Hope that helps.
impossible cold was plugged.
Death comes for you.
Yes, but it does for you before. So, yeah. Can you guys please finish the job? Thank you. Meat's meat. Chunks of meat. Good stuff. Pathfinding is amazing. Yes. You scream without a throat, milady. Because you are chunks of meat. What do we have? Nothing here. A key. A book. And things. Very lovely place, actually. Nothing over here. Not that I can see. Is that a bad thing, Platonis? I didn't know. I don't know enough about Buddhism to know how it goes with what you can eat and what you can't. I actually thought you guys could eat seafood, but I didn't know. So let's send these things in there, and let's send this things in here. Anything that doesn't try to run out of your plate. Usually if it's dead, it doesn't. Unless some really weird, goopy jelly.
Yeah.
Okay, and get more of these in there. Valentine is just a little bit confused. That's taking a little bit too long, to be honest.
Join arms!
Itumat, what are you doing? Getting killed.
You're not.
Let's get another one of these things. Yes. Where Hiravia's attacks, they all die. How is that not dead? Come on. Seriously? That's the boss. That's the first guy that we talked to. Okay, let's get the disintegrating there. Oh, here Ravis is dead. There it is. Oh, your cat's still alive. Good question, Platonis. Very good question. Maybe, well, that maybe they are not. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe that's why Jung is always so upset that I complain about games not having turn-based modes. Or being turn-based. I don't want turn-based modes. I want games that are turn-based. A very different thing. Exclusively turn-based. No options. No hybrid systems. Just turn-based.
Lava. Ulu. Ulu. Ulu.
This is not going too well.
Forth to battle!
How is this not going better? How is this not going better?
Go.
These guys are really strong. Oh, Sagani's down, that's why.
What?
And also we didn't have Ether at the front. That's why. How long does that last, barring Death's Door? Not enough. Durance cast that. Good stuff. Ether is slow to begin with, and they cast Hardwish Delay of Motion on him. That was a pretty nasty...
Yeah?
Pretty nasty series of events.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay. Cast that over there.
I'm ready.
There we go. Pretty good stuff. See? We killed them all. No need to sleep. No need to pay attention. Don't worry, Bruno. Everything is good. It's fine. I was not paying attention, though. That was the reason why that was nasty. But of course, a couple of very well-placed spells took care of everything. Just make sure everything is clear over here, and they're all gone. And now, it's the end game. It's the final thing. Final countdown. Final everything. From here, we go to Tier Evron or something. It's 2 trees, 2 places. That's where, I think that's where the game, the city, gets his name, or its name, Twin Elms. So we go there, talk to the gods, and decide which one we're gonna ask a favor of. Because one of them, or many if you want, which basically screws up everything, one of them is gonna need to help us fall a lot. Ooh, feels like I've been reborn, says Alwa. Oh, she's over here. Come by the mall sometime. The rest of the Fangs will want to meet. Oh, that's right. I had to go there. Let's go there. Let's go to the mall. And basically, we ask God, hey, so can you lend me a parachute? And they're like, sure, whatever. And yeah, but just one god, not many gods. Otherwise, we get a bad ending. The gods just throw a tantrum and kill a lot of people. That's basically what happens. Twin Pines Mall. I don't know what that means. That sounds familiar, though. But I don't know what it is. Twin Peaks? Twin Peaks is a movie, right? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a chat with Lara. She's very happy. And... ooh, there she is. And we're good. Alwa and Lara are united.
Hail, Estremor.
Hi. How are you? Well and well, thank you. You spent long and stuck in the frozen cell, didn't you? And I now have a Blood Hunter, which is a thing I didn't know. Ooh, what is that? Lover's Light added. Ooh, it's a quest. Sure. You. But I'll read that later. Skills of the Raven. Not too shabby. And Blood Thingy is now an ability of mine, or a thing. Blood Hunter. +1 damage reduction, +1 stealth. Just because. Just because. Lovely. Am I a false geek? Or am I a false nerd? Which one of it is? Because geek means computer. What happened? Should I know what that is? Back to the Future reference. I've never seen Back to the Future. That's for nerds, not for geeks. Different. Lone Pine Mall. Oh! I think that's where yeah. And then basically one of the pines died, and then it's just the lone pine. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of that reference in particular. So, Elm's Reach it is. And the end of the episode as well. Not the end of the episode, the end of the stream. Because I need to set up tomorrow's videos, and because I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. So we're gonna finish this game this week, either next Thursday or next Saturday at the same time. So if you want to join me for that and see what the endings are and all that sort of stuff, feel free to come around. Otherwise, you can catch all of my streams, any of my streams, on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, that's youtube.com/ actually it's / like this, Kernel RPG Gaming. That's just youtube.com / Kernel RPG Gaming. You go there, and at the bottom of that page there will be playlists with all of the games that I play, including this one here on Twitch. So you can see that as well. There you can recap and see me fail over and over again against the Bog Dragons, and then succeed on an hour and a half of battle of me complaining that this game should be turn-based. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and have a good night. Or, you know, what depend on time zones and all that sort of stuff. Thank you. Bye.